Hello, everybody. I'm Candace Mayeron, your hostess for the 44th Los Angeles Open. It's our third online open, and it's our last. Yes, we will be live in December, December 2 through 5, for the California State Championship. I promise to make December memorable. I'm thrilled to announce some of the special features for the Cal State Championship. We will begin the backgammon tournament the day before with a golf tournament. It's the Joseph Russell Golf Classic, open to any player who is registered to play in the California State Backgammon Championship. We will be back at the luxurious Hilton Hotel near LAX, and roommates are a unbelievable $99 a night, single or double. There are other surprises I have in store that will be announced over the next few months. In the meantime, I would now like to welcome you to the streaming of the Open and Masters finals of the Los Angeles ABT Online Open. I'd also like to take a moment to thank April and Michael Mesich for their streaming expertise, Patrick Gibson and Ben Friesen for their tournament directing skills, and a special shout out to the USBGF's Cary, Hoarty, and to Gridgammon's Gabriella Barclay for their able assistance at all times. I'm so happy you've joined us today, and I will be even happier when I see you in person in Los Angeles, December 2 through 5. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Hey everybody, Nick Blaiser here, along with John O'Hagan, providing the commentary on the finals of the Los Angeles Open ABT online event here. The two players that have made it are Jonathan Hardigree, is your undefeated player. He'll be going by Grange Gorman, I think is his Gridgammon name, and Alex Toth made it through the fighters bracket, having actually lost to Jonathan on the way there in the main bracket. His screen name is Capital Carl. And yeah, Jonathan's a player out of Atlanta. He hasn't been playing too long, but studies with the bots and has been reading Mark's books, Mark Olson's books, things like that. Relatively new player, younger player. And Alex Toth, I think he's been playing for 5 years at least or something like that. He's generally a poker player, but he's been studying kind of the same way. So two younger, newer players as well.
Yes.
So it should make for a really interesting matchup.
Yes. And Alex is a professional poker player as well.
Yeah.
A blitz, double fives. 5-4 from the roof. Okay. Enter with the 4 and safety of the blot. Looks clear. Probably making the 20 and then playing 13 and 9 is better than what was played here. I would think. Four. No, 6-1. Cube action. Looks like a double to me. How about you, Nick?
Well, he's got, what does he have here? 10 in the zone, shooting at a second blot there. Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty reasonable. But I guess he only had 1. And now I guess we're just playing on. Maybe that's what his thought process was there, that he can win a gammon. So he wanted to roll.
Yeah, could be.
But then I guess, I don't know, were you taking that cube last time?
I don't know.
Yeah, that was probably the harder part.
Yeah, I mean, the Woolsey rule, you know.
Yeah.
If you're not sure it's a take, then it must be a double.
Yeah, we're going to have a fairly clear play on for a while here.
Yeah. barring the miracle 2-2-5-5 from the roof. Yes. Okay. Oh, look at that. Can't hit.
The 23 is where Alex wants to enter too. It's a pretty good roll.
Yeah.
That's a great shot.
Yeah.
It's rating to be a great start for Jonathan here, our undefeated
Yes.
player so far.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a common one if you haven't run into those specific kinds of blitz positions, I feel like too. It's difficult to know where exactly you're at, and it's just a little easier to just roll and maybe miss one cube and you end up too good really fast. So I feel like I see that a lot.
Yeah. Ooh.
Wow, what a shot that is.
5-5.
And he's got a little bit of game here now. I think we got to stay back on the 20. I don't know what to do with the other 2 5s. Are we just bringing 2 down from the mid?
Doesn't seem productive enough. Yeah. Okay. I mean, the main alternative is make the ace. That doesn't look so good.
No, none of it.
Yeah, I would play 2 down, but I don't know. 13-3 is reasonable.
Yeah, actually, I do. 13-3 seems like it at least starts a point. That's kind of neat.
Yeah, it's reasonable. Could be right. I don't know.
And now the cube almost has to be coming, but it's a lot of cleanup work to do.
Yeah,
so
big time.
Yeah, I think it feels like it must be a take at this point too, even though White has a lot of work to. Alex has a lot of work to do to clean up his board here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, good. The colors match up too. I had to check that real quick. So we do have that double in, and it's hard to be certain when Black has kind of done so much more work here, and it's even if White's lucky enough to hit a checker, he still has so much work to do to contain. I don't feel super comfortable cleaning this up, but it's 4 blots to get home, so I think you have to. I think it's gonna too much game left to pass.
Yeah, I think it's a take. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is tricky though. I'm sure and he passes okay.
Yeah.
Probably not a very comfortable one to look at. That's understandable.
Yeah. Double hit is right here.
Yeah, I think so. He knows that opening.
Yep.
Six four can point, I suppose. It looks a little weird to give up the 8 point, but that checker on the ace.
Yeah, just make the 2 is really about all you can do.
Yeah. I guess you have a race, so you can run too. Seems like an option, but I think you just
3-point board is reasonable. There you go. No.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it.
Those are tricky too, because I mean the 8 point is probably, if you're just comparing them, a little bit better point than the 2 point, but it fits the blitzing plan. So
yeah, I mean it gives them 9 dancing numbers versus 0, and if you don't hit, they have their whole roll, and with the builder on the 9 point, virtually everything makes a good point somewhere.
Yeah. Well, so this is sloppy for Alex, but he's still got an advantage here.
Yeah.
Even with the 3 checkers back, I think. This 2 is not very clear. What can we do with this?
Probably come up to the 18, huh? Oh no, it's, I'm sorry. I've got the wrong side on roll.
Man, none of the options look great. They're all double shots. I guess I don't see a strong reason to introduce another blot.
Yeah.
So I kind of like, the double shot. Yeah, this seems fine. I'm not sure.
Yeah. All right, 5-3. What to do here? So,
yeah, this is once you've made the 2 point, like having the 8 isn't as exciting, but it's a checker in the zone. So this makes some sense. I like this. If he does happen to hit,
or 24-21. Since you do have the 3-1 board edge, I think I'd lean towards 24-21 rather than leaving the midpoint stripped.
Yeah, you do need to get some back checkers moving. It looks a little loose though. I can kind of
Yeah.
Now I'm probably, I guess just 11-6 seems fine, but 21 to 16 is reasonable too. Like I said, like white
Yeah,
is running
that's what
out
I
of
would
time
do.
a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I would just go out to the 16.
Yeah, the mobility is really important. Once you put that checker on the 6, it's not doing much but building a point. You can get into trouble as white here pretty quick, more than it might look like. Yeah, I haven't watched a match on Grid Gammon in a while, so the pip count is indeed missing. We're gonna have to keep a
That's
running
right.
count of ourselves
That's
somehow.
right. Yeah.
It's like the olden days. It's very difficult.
Yes.
5-4 now. I can't get.
Yeah, right. Okay.
All right, I have to get my pip count pop up. I've got it. If anyone's wondering too, John and I are watching this directly on Grid Gammon. You're welcome to do that as well. It's probably easier from the stream. I think there's a little
Yes.
delay and that'll sync up with us better.
Yeah.
Then you can get things like that. Yeah, okay. So we've got things are shaping up for John
Pretty
in this
bad.
game again, Jonathan. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
this just looks a little trashy. Like I'm probably like the cube has to be coming, and I'm not sure if I
Yeah.
want to take this with 3 behind a prime with no prime of my own.
Right.
But black does still have 2 checkers back on the ace point. There's work to do.
Yeah. The race is close if Alex can turn it into a race, which is a real big if. Let's see here. Gammons. Not a ton of gammons, but there's certainly some. Boy, I don't know. It's good cube.
Right. Yeah. I'm not clear if I think I lean towards passing because we have 3 checkers behind a prime and really no prime to compete with that.
Yeah,
So I think we're just kind of crushed in that game plan.
Yeah, I think so.
Makes sense to pass there to me. Not certain though.
Yeah. All right. 2-0, Jonathan.
It's a good start. And what do we got here? Okay, after the split, he is running or that's interesting decision. You hate making the 5 stack, but safety in that block's kind of nice for the race too. So
right. Okay, run or make the ace. I think you just run, or you can play 13-8 with the 5 too. But yeah, I would just run.
Yeah, I think winning the race, it makes sense to just clean that up. 6-4 is going to make the bar, I believe.
I agree. No, I think running out is right.
Oh, really? Just run from the back. Interesting.
Yeah. Leaving a 2 or 6-4. And if you don't get hit, you're fully escaped. If you get hit, it's not the end of the world by any means.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, it looks reasonable either way. Making a bar is nice too, though. So I don't know. Ooh, and you don't get point on with 5-5.
That is a nice feature. It's just going to make the 3-point and put Alex in a way more comfortable position with the race in what looks like a racing game so far.
Yes.
So it's a pretty strong roll.
Yeah.
And Jonathan's going to have to do something to clean up that checker on the 14, of course. And this is good. Makes an outfield point. You're containing the checker. So.
Right. 4-1. Okay, so.
Alex just is building his board for contact, I think, right now. I don't think there's any reason to step up and potentially be pointed on when your board isn't so strong.
Well, on the other hand, he is ahead in the race, and now might be a good time to, move up.
That's true. Yeah, might have been nice now.
Yeah, now it's 6-5, But, quite often the old saying, when ahead in the race, race. So.
Yeah. And 6-5, I think I some preference for making a more pure point, but
2-point or the 1, yeah.
Yeah, the ace is fine.
Either is fine, yeah.
And when Jonathan, I don't think Jonathan can send this cube, given that he doesn't have a racing lead, right?
Yeah, I don't like that cube. That looks wrong.
Yeah, I think It might, I mean, it looks like he's priming one checker back, and I'm sure that's what he's thinking there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think that quite works.
He should make the 5 here. Yeah. All right. 6-2 or 5-3. Now I think you need to move up with it too, and try to turn this into a race. And then the 4, either 8-4 or 7-3, probably the more pure. 8-4 is looks right.
Yeah, seeing the light seems key. And okay, so saving. Oh, that's interesting. Couple options. I immediately see the attacking play, but I guess just priming makes a lot of sense here too.
Yeah.
This just looks so strong. 5 shots are still going to get returns. I'm going to win more gammons this way too. So I think the attacking play is probably what it's got to be, but interesting options.
Yeah. All right. Can't come in. All right. 3-1.
Entering strong, it's going to potentially help him save some gammons and such and put some pressure on those blots.
Yeah. Right.
I'm sorry, the 3-1 was, I thought he danced. There we go. Yes, now we have an entering 3-1.
Okay. Yeah, I think I just start the ace point with the 3 here. 4-1.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah. Hopefully all of the viewers are members of the USBGF. If not, I cannot emphasize strongly enough that you do become a member so you can learn a lot about the game. And we all have a lot to learn about this difficult game.
Ooh, this is okay. So you just played in thinking about gammons, I'm sure. I think we still think about gammons on this roll. I like 2 down off the mid. I don't think you're trying to hit a shot, and it's gonna, with only 7 pips outside, it's gonna be like very difficult to lose a gammon when things go wrong in this game.
Right.
So I think that's the best you can do for now. I think that's a good play.
Yeah.
4-1. Good.
Yeah, I think you leave the 17-1 shot.
Yeah, I love slot in the back of a 5 prime.
Ooh.
Typical. You don't. Yeah, this isn't the right idea hitting.
Not at all.
You know, he's not at the edge of the prime right now. He might be thinking now, hey, I really want to win a gammon, but it's kind of too late, like we just talked about. Alex made a good gammon saving play.
Yeah. Or if you don't want to leave that 17-1 shot, then play 13-9 and 4-3. But I'd leave the 17-1.
Yeah.
One of the things about when you've turned the cube already, you can't just get to a good position and cash the game because the opponent owns the cube. So you need to play it out to the end, or at least until the opponent redoubles. So you have to take some chances. Wow.
Yeah. He's looking at some interesting variants too here.
Yeah.
I can see what he's thinking about. If he gets hit on the A, okay, he gets a fan. But again, so if he's able to close out here, I think if I know my numbers right, it should be a little less than even 10% gammons, probably.
In that neighborhood, yeah. I'm not really an expert on that, but yeah, that sounds reasonable.
Yeah.
And okay, 5-1 closes the board.
Mm-hmm. It can still happen if he plays really aggressive for it, but better to play for the win here in general. And this is one of those tricky Baron things. I think you play to the ace with it, but this could be fine. This probably wins more gammons this way, keeping checkers on higher points.
Yeah, probably. And I'm sure it's a real close choice. Mm-hmm. So not a big deal either way.
The gammons are getting real now. Yeah. It's still going to be tough to win one. I think Alex should get off here.
Yeah.
But okay, Jonathan well on his way to a shutout in the finals here.
Yeah.
Guess that's what's going to happen, huh?
4-0. Yeah. Okay.
Now we get to see some interesting cube actions potentially here too. See if they know their score play.
Yeah. All right. 5-4, splitting down. That's right.
After escaping this one, that gets confusing, but I think you still go for this attack on the 5.
Yeah, right? I think so. I think that's clear. Yeah.
And the 3 must be down. Okay. Ooh. So it's just clean up 11-8. kind of
think
feels
so.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
just
Comes
way to
under the-
roll.
Does come under the gun of 3 builders, but I think it's the right play. Everything else, that's too
Yeah.
loose, I think. Yeah, if
Right. You
need
can't
five.
give up a point just to hit. So yeah, I think this is the
Yeah.
best you can do with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, not too bad. Okay. There are
Couple-
definitely some crusher rolls here, but I think that just links 20 to 10 probably is the
yeah,
best you can do with this.
or makes the 4, or covers the 20 and plays 10 to 4. So really 3 reasonable plays.
Yeah, of course,
And,
playing some offense when you're trailing is very reasonable as well.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
mind this with 10 in the zone too.
Right.
But here's a problem with it. You give your opponent a couple ways to anchor past the point you just made.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Um,
So now you do cover the 20 and play 8 to 2, I think.
yeah. The only way to compete with an anchor is to have an anchor of your own in general, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, I think you start with that, making the 20 and then figure out your 6 from there. It looks like he's considering a bigger contact play because he has the board advantage right now and can maintain it. But I think you just make the anchor and don't open yourself up to big jokers here.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Making the bar is pretty natural. This is more tempting to me. I think I'm still making the 20, but now making the 5 point against his empty board looks more tempting.
Yeah.
Not like Jonathan's dying to break
Yeah.
the 18 to hit or anything either. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Makes a reasonable play.
Yeah.
Especially leading the race too. He just wants to be up on that 20. So if he can be lucky enough to roll a set, he can escape.
Right.
You
Right.
know? Yeah.
Okay, 13-8 looks better than what he did there to me. Probably not a big deal, but
Oh yeah, choosing to make the point behind.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Those are tricky. It's just distribution thing, and it's you're not, this is a little strippy. I'm sure there's some uncomfortable rolls afterwards.
yeah, and right.
Let's see, 3-2.
Yeah, just go to the ace. Looked like that was about the best play.
Yeah.
6-5. So do you play 13 to 7 and then 6-1 or 13 to 2? Usually, actually, seems to like 13 to 2 in positions like this. Okay, now
Yeah.
4-4.
Yep. I think we want to be on our way, and then
Yeah,
sure.
definitely. You're up in the race, so definitely disengage. Yeah.
No, it's going to be potentially confusing cube action after this. The race is looking like it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
6-5 could slow it down, but it's
Yeah.
all Jonathan has is the bar point holding game, but he's not holding the midpoint like you're usually doing in a bar point game.
Yeah.
So the contact's a little weaker than usual. So I think
I would still take it though.
yeah.
I think it's still a take. And how about you?
Yeah. We don't get to test that out and see how he plays it, but yeah, I think I would still double, and I would still take. I guess Jonathan's board isn't great either. It's still just there's enough race that I think you just want to play it.
Right.
But yeah, tricky.
Yep. Yeah.
I think that's going to repeat a few times here. I think we're going to continue to. Well, that's actually interesting in some of these too. When you miss that cube, I guess Alex's position has actually gotten a little more difficult to clear now.
Yeah. Right.
So he might be less of a cube if anything now.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Now it's an even easier take, and it's not at all clear that it's a double anymore for Alex. Yeah.
Yeah. Jonathan's cleaned up his board and is ready for that shot. Should Alex leave one now too? Not a great roll here for him. Is this it must be the best you can do.
All right. Pay now or pay later position?
Yeah.
No, it's probably later, I would think. I think he cleared the 9 point. How about you, Nick?
I think so. Doesn't seem like the race is quite big enough, like the game's over either, if you get away with it.
Yeah.
This is an interesting variant of it. I can't. I think it's a little too rich.
Obviously a misclick. Yeah. if he's
Yeah.
going to play it that way, he'll play 16-5. But
Yeah.
I don't know. That looks kind of risky. All right, he got away with it.
Yeah, the temptations, I guess, are like the open 20 point. Yeah, that you don't have to kill 2 checkers then, but okay.
Yeah, all right, that's a hit. And a 3 to go. So, do you leave 3 fly shots in the outfield or not?
I think you just. I don't see a reason to. I think you've got almost better coverage when you come in like this.
Okay, yeah.
Um,
Now, what's the pip count? It is, he's down by 4. High point open, no chance of making it right away. Probably not a cube yet.
yeah, I think. Well, now 1 roll later, it does feel like maybe that could have been.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
There was a miscube there. Yeah.
Yeah, and now I think we're. There's no gammons in this, so I don't think he should play on really either.
Right.
It could be, I guess, technically too good at this point.
Yeah. If so, it's not by much. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd still be inclined to just cash though.
Yeah.
Especially since here now, on this coming roll, 6-5 could
Yeah.
still lose you the game.
Right.
And you're just never winning a gammon, so I think you just
Right.
cash this now.
Yeah.
Put small stuff again.
Yeah.
And this could be, the consideration.
5-1. Yeah.
Right. Jonathan could be considering the score at this point now too. Okay, he sees that there's no gammons now.
Yeah.
But it's easy to be worried about sending a cube when you're leading by
yeah,
this much.
sure.
Just
5-0.
sit out and be safe. Yep.
5-0 to 11. Okay. So XG says here the right play is 24-21, 13-9.
Yeah, duplicate the 2s, right?
Yeah,
I like
2s
how
and 6s.
Yeah. It's best when you can duplicate multiple numbers, right?
Yeah,
It's always a good play.
Yeah. And then also it sort of duplicates the threat. I mean, white's threatening to make the advanced anchor, so you try to make one of your own.
Yeah. And this, I think, just makes the 9, but I guess
I think
he's worried
so,
about
yeah.
leaving the. He's trying to find some way to play safe and not finding it, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, quite often just adding a random outfield point is the correct play.
Yeah.
And it's a good example of it.
Mm-hmm. Has more impact than you might think.
Yeah.
Okay, 4-1.
Which 5 point?
Yeah, and we're not going to hit, I guess. Making the offensive 5 gets a lot weaker when you split past it like that too.
And the score might play a role here. I think I would make the 20, but not. I'm not at all sure.
And this is like a puzzle, though. This can't be so bad either, though. Making the 9 and hitting. These are all very interesting options.
Yeah.
I'll have to look at that one later.
Yeah.
Works out. I guess we just 18 to 13 looks good, and we
right.
try to escape. They're playing some rates to be a fairly simple start of the game anyway.
Sure. Yeah. And okay. 5-4. Good shot. Makes the 4 point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, interesting idea. It looks like awkward distribution to make the point this way, but this must just run.
Yeah.
White's goal is just to escape and race if we can.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the contact option as well as Jonathan without that anchor. So okay, he is free now.
Right.
But not enough racing lead to think about a cube for a long time.
Yeah, it's like tied roughly.
Yeah.
So no double for a while.
No, he even would like to make some outfield points here to contain that anchor, even though priming it to the 20 point is a pretty difficult task, but not a bad thing to think about to prevent some jokers here.
Right.
I think that seems like a bigger priority than making the 3 here.
Oh, yeah. And then I think the 2, 6-4, or you could play 8-6 too.
Yeah, good for contact if you need it, and then good for the race too, just to have a checker on the 4. Yeah. So like this play. Is this really? How did the distribution get so awkward on Jonathan's side?
I missed that. Yeah, I'm not sure.
This is kind of an awkward roll. I guess we're playing to the
8-2 and 6-4. Huh?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably prefer to be taking something off the midpoint if you could here, though.
Yeah, but I don't think you want to leave a direct shot here.
No.
Yeah, so.
But
he's thinking about it.
2 blots and board. He's tempted, but I just don't think his board's strong enough to prevent him from hitting.
2-1, 2-6, 2-2, 2-3, 2-4. I'll hit and cover at least one of those blots. So that's just too much.
And he's winning the race now. He's really gotten to that point where,
if
he can coast home safely, he's a strong favorite.
Right. Ooh, good shot.
Yeah, for sure. That's just going to be, as much as anything, another landing point to get that midpoint home safely.
Yeah, right.
Prevents some jokers, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6-3 is simple. It always looks weird to have this stripped prime in front of him, and yeah, this is an option too, I guess. A little more flexible. I don't love it because if black chooses to run off the anchor for some reason, can't really attack now.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But it looks good for the race, and so he's prioritizing the right game plan, I guess.
Yeah. Yep.
And yeah, he can get away with leaving this one checker like this now too. I'm not sure if that's necessary, but why not?
Yeah. Might as well cover the 1 point now.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, 13-6 looks fine here with the 4-3.
Right, we have too much race to need to stay on the midpoint for that extra contact. So
yeah.
There we go. And still only a 5 pip lead. There's not really anything to think about with the cube here. But
yeah.
It's one of those, if you're not familiar with your match play, maybe you're tempted because you're trailing in the match and you really want to win 2 points, but in like a non-volatile game like this, it doesn't really affect the cube that way, like you might think.
Right. And this is one of the advantages of the play made in the early game with that 4-1 of making the 20 point. There's virtually no gammons.
Mm-hmm.
So all cube decisions will be pretty easy to figure out.
This is an overplay from Jonathan here. He's not winning the race. A fine play had just played ace. So you should, it's easier to just never leave your anchor in a lot of cases, right?
Yeah.
But that would work for him here. But good, okay, fine side play here. But he sees the problem. He sees he's running out of timing. He's worried about having to crunch his board, and he goes for this. Okay. I don't think we can punish with a cube like that, but I think it's the wrong idea. He's just gonna win the race. So
Alex has a winner, it looks like, this game.
He's gonna get on the board, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, 20 pips is gonna be too much in something that rates to be a race. So I think it's just gonna be a double pass here.
Yeah, definitely a pass. Yeah. All right, 5-1. Okay, hit rather than point. Thanks a lot to the USBGF, by the way, for making this stream possible. Hope you're all enjoying it. I don't think this is right. Do you, Nick?
No, I agree with you. 3 checkers back. You keep, the 8 point is technically better. Okay, with the fan here, I think in trailing this much, I think we got to ship a cube here too, right?
I agree. Yeah. The old Woolsey rule. Are you sure the opponent has a take?
Yeah.
I mean, you're heading the race. You have a little stronger board. You've got 1 checker almost fully escaped.
Mm-hmm.
It's not at all clear black that the opponent will take. Everything argues for a double, and the score argues also for a double.
Yeah, I think
might be a take, but
I could see it going either way.
Yeah.
Okay, this is gonna make the 5 point. Very nice. That's tricky. I'm thinking about if I would send that cube for money or not, and that's kind of my best way of investing there. if I wouldn't send it for money, then I'm not passing at this
Yeah.
score.
Yeah, right,
So,
right.
and I'm not super clear on it, so I think I'm taking that cube.
Here's
I
the
don't.
interesting 3-2 here. Yeah. So
Okay.
R23 8-5 or make the 22 or maybe
Oh yeah.
or do you leave the checker on the 8 and play some enter with either the 2 or the 3 and play the other number down from the mid?
Well,
I don't know really.
I don't see myself making the 22. I don't think there's enough
Yeah.
pressure, and we got like such board advantage.
Yeah.
It's kind of decently placed.
Yeah.
5, but I guess this duplicates a lot of 6s. Is kind of a nice feature of it.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Tricky. Yeah, it's tricky.
Yeah. Probably this is the pure play. Could well
Yeah.
be right. Yeah.
Yeah, I really 8-5 just still looks productive for attacking that checker on the 23. But if Jonathan advances his anchor at all, then you feel like your checkers are kind of bunched up on your prime there. So tricky play for that reason. This 4-3 is really just not a good roll.
Terrible.
It's nothing you can do with it.
So I think you want to try to win though. So despite the risk, maybe it's right to play big. 13-9, 6-3.
Yeah.
Trying to win.
A big play is hitting, and the score might talk you out of it a little bit still too.
Yeah, but
I think I'm with you. Just what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, this play is sort of trying to win by trying not to lose, sort of.
Yeah.
And you're still leaving a shot, and not as many numbers hit, but
Mhm.
I don't know. I didn't like that play.
Interesting response. Did you like the hit on the 2-point?
I missed it. I didn't see it.
Okay. Wasn't super sure that. It seems fine, but it's interesting when he already has the 24-point, and you only have, I think, 9 checkers in the zone there or something.
Yeah,
So
I didn't see the number.
okay, now he's ready to try to win and hit there. I think here I almost favor down. There's not a lot that
Yeah.
white can do at this roll, so I like this now.
So
This is getting awkward for both sides. I'm not sure.
So here it looks right. 2 down from the mid. Yeah, 13-8, 13-10, right?
It could be. I get a little confused about it because now that you have the 2-point, you don't really want the 8-point made. It's just checkers in the zone, really. So tricky. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the alternative though, I don't know, 24-16. I don't know. This would be my choice over the board anyway.
Yeah, I think it looks very reasonable. I don't see a good play B as you noted. Oh, this is, man, options here too. You'd really love to step 24-22, but the double hit looks kind of juicy here too. Yeah, which one do we hit on? I'm not sure if that would have been the checker that I would have chosen to hit there either.
Right.
But okay, he's gonna enter and hit on the 24 and the 3, I guess, just advance. It's fine, yeah.
Yeah, that's reasonable. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Jonathan's really hoping for a 3 or 2-1 from the roof.
Ooh, this is a great shot.
Good
Okay.
shot. Yeah.
Now, how do we turn this into a playable backgammon?
Well, I think you make the 5 and you hit on the 3. You don't really care if you get hit back, right?
Yeah, you don't want to give up the mid. You still have forward potential too if you can keep them on the roof. So I think I agree that it starts with making the 5. Okay, so he sees making the 5 and he's thinking about what to do with that. Well, okay, we're still picking between plays here.
Yeah, I don't like this bar point, making the bar. That's not the right. I really don't think that's the right play.
Yeah.
You've got 2 anchors, so you can hit loose.
Mm-hmm.
You get to make your 5-point.
Now we can play 13-9 and have a blocking point of sorts here. I'm not sure if you really need that though. These get really tricky with the.
I think it's right though. I mean.
Yeah. Might as well prime them somewhat.
Yeah, what the heck? I'd make the 9.
Yeah. Seems reasonable.
There you go.
Ooh, 5s is a nightmare for Jonathan.
So,
Yeah.
and then 13-8 and 6-1 with the last 2.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I can see he just really doesn't want to put a checker on the ace. I guess that's fine. But I mean, if you're gonna, it's effectively buried on the 3 there anyway.
Yeah,
So
right. And also by keeping the 8 point, it makes Alex's double force on the roof a little less of a good roll.
Yeah, you can actually hope to be hit on the ace too when you put the checker there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That's,
So yeah. These get tricky though when you're just kind of primed and desperate. It's tough to see what to do.
Yeah, I do. 6-1 and 7-4. What the heck? You've got 2 anchors. And if you don't get hit, your timing is probably going to collapse. So.
Yeah.
So just run 24 to 13 now. See, this is the problem.
Yeah, these are hard to see. I'm sure he's going to be tempted to keep those 2 anchors and try to play it that way. Okay, this is good. He finds this play.
Dupes 3s as well. Okay, so.
And now, yeah, Alex isn't thinking about back games anymore, so he's hitting. He's got options here. I have to at least consider hitting on the ace here because you don't want to let your opponent make a second anchor.
Well, no, actually, he's got to. Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking that it was the other side on roll. Sorry.
Yeah.
You're right.
But of course, the obvious thing is to hit 24 to 21 and then play your four somewhere. But I think this makes a lot of sense. I think the thing you're most worried about is Jonathan making the ace and somehow salvaging a back game out of this. So I think it's a cool idea. Yeah. I guess here, if Jonathan rolls an ace, like what is he with the checkers on the 2 and the 3? Hard to imagine him turning this into a win. So seems fine.
Yeah.
Now we probably want to shift 9 to 7 at least.
Yeah. And then 17, 13.
Yeah. Looks strong.
Jonathan says, "Give me an ace." Nope. Got a hit now.
Yeah.
And then 21, 18. Or I guess 8 to 5.
Yeah, just
21, 18.
Checkers in to help cover seems fine too. You're close enough to the end.
It's a close call either way.
Yeah. There's really not a lot that can go wrong here.
Yeah.
And we could have a tie match after this, huh?
Yeah.
Most likely outcome.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I guess 6 checkers is enough to win a backgammon sometimes too.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yep. I never think about those though,
Yeah.
It's tough to plan for the backgammon.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. So 18 to 12 and then 8 to 6 because you're not at the stage where you want to bring your outfield checkers in.
Yeah.
You don't need to block keep the blocking 8 point anymore.
I guess he doesn't prefer to leave a checker on by playing 8 to 6 too. Yeah, you break that point, while your opponent's on the bar and don't risk having to leave a fly shot later.
Yeah, I mean, the previous roll, Jonathan had two checkers on the roof, so it was totally safe.
Yeah. Yeah. He's playing behind with okay, I see. Yeah, it's not a terrible idea, but I think you just risk the fly shots.
Yeah.
Not too devastating.
Yeah. It seems like that's usually what XG likes.
Yeah, playing behind is not usually what XG likes to do.
Right,
All Okay, this fills in the. Oh, it's tricky. I guess there's the safe and there's the not. I sure do like putting a checker from the 10 to the 5, though. But I mean,
Yeah, but 12 to
guess-
4 is reasonable too.
yeah, why leave the fly shot if you don't
Yeah.
have to? That's fine. Well, that's a little awkward. Threes tend to be hard to
Yeah.
play before you've cleared the 6 in this 22-point game.
So what do you do here? 4 to 1 twice or 5 to 2 twice?
Yeah, I guess I'm almost automatically just playing 4 to 1, but 5 to 2's got a lot of sense to it. Because it's a point
Yeah.
you got to get rid of eventually, regardless.
But on the other hand, by keeping the 5-point board, you might increase your gammon and backgammon chances enough.
Yeah,
So I don't know. It's
might help you clear the 6-point
shot.
later too. Oh, now he regrets it though. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess we're just minimizing shots, right?
Yeah. Ooh. Key hit.
Oh, did he? Oh, nice. Okay. So now the goal is to somehow get checkers around and hopefully
Yeah.
save a gammon.
Yeah. Right.
If we get to a point where we can win, great, but it's going to be tough to do.
Yeah. Right.
It's still 3-point board to 3-point board. That's very interesting. So we can't start slotting all aggressively quite yet, I don't think either.
No, definitely not. Yeah. Probably just, I would leave the builder on the 7 points. So probably just play 19-18 with the 1.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That was good. Good shot. Good diversification.
And I think you just keep advancing.
I think
I'm
so.
not
Yeah. 2s and
It's a
5s.
double shot either way, and
Yeah.
you
And
don't risk
you're-
cracking on an awkward roll later.
Right. Yeah. You have a spare in the 4. Right.
Yeah. Yep.
2s are duped also to cover. So
Yeah. I think we're going to choose the hit though.
yeah.
Can't
right.
lift though. Yep.
Correct.
So this looks
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
1-6 is a great shot. Okay.
Probably hit again, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
I
would.
mean, we have to keep going for it.
Yeah.
5-6. Okay. Finally, we get to make a board point instead of hitting.
No,
even though
no.
we'd
You
prefer to
split with
hit.
the 2, don't you? 22 to 20, and then
Oh, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
to
You do
get
need
more
to hit more.
hits. Yeah. Yeah. You get more direct and double direct shots this way.
Yeah. Good eye. Good eye.
So you could just leave indirects by playing, that and then stripping the 4. That's what, 6?
Yeah. Is
So
this
that
enough
is-
less to be worth? Because you're gonna have more rolls that don't get home next roll now too.
I know. Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah. I'm not sure if it's right or not, but that's was his thinking.
Tricky.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Got a hit.
And this is getting into turnaround territory
Yeah, big
for
time, yeah.
for Jonathan now. He's
Yeah,
really
Jonathan needs to
making it
hit
work.
again. Oh, and can he hit? No. Back in the possible gammon
Yeah.
territory here. But Mikey, he gets another shot. Look at that. Can he roll an ace?
Yeah, I don't think the matters too much.
He
There we
hits.
go.
Wow.
All right. And now this is getting into money game, almost like interesting cube thoughts. With the direct, only 2 checkers off too, but like at the score, it's going to be tricky to figure out when the right time to send this is.
Now until you cover the 5 point, I think it'd be a mistake definitely at the score because you can lose some gammons.
Yeah.
If
Ooh, great shot. Okay.
yeah.
Can still lose gammons when this happens.
Yeah.
Unlucky dice.
Oh, good shot.
Yep. Okay.
Ooh.
Jonathan's winning chances staying alive here.
Boy. Yeah. He turned a really bad position into a really decent one now.
Yeah. Oh, what do we
Now
do with
what?
this?
Now
Yeah.
what? Maybe just go out to the mid. Huh? I don't
Seems
know.
reasonable. Yeah, you're not. I mean, this at least prevent. Well, it's going to be so hard to close him out when you do this, right? You
Yeah,
effectively have
yeah,
a dead checker after this. So I'm not
yeah,
sure about this, but
yeah.
see why he did it. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a whiff. What do we do with this?
Yeah.
I guess you actually probably start with like 3-1 and then figure out the other piece. I guess I
Well,
don't mind his thought there. 12-10, 3-2.
yeah, that's reasonable. Actually, probably keeping the checker 9 away is the right idea.
Yeah, I
Even
think
though
you've
you
got
do
to
get
leave
hit
alone the
with
one on the 14.
that does leave 5 numbers that hit, but
Yeah. I feel like you don't mind getting hit as much as him getting
yeah,
past here, though.
yeah, I think that's right.
Okay. Ooh, now there's another blot to play with. That's nice.
Yeah,
But he's got to hit first, and he
yeah.
does. Okay. The 6 is going to come around to try to build that 5 point.
I think so. Yeah, 5-2.
Alex is still being stubborn. And this, yeah, we talked
Definitely
earlier.
don't redouble. Yeah.
Yeah, slotting looks really strong here now.
Now with the blot and a 2 point, yeah, I would. Yeah,
Yeah. And if he misses you, I think this is probably strong enough to cube.
definitely. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. You're going to need that 5 point. Well, you might not.
Yeah, I don't think you
Win
can
without
afford
it.
to.
But
I guess.
I think you have to go for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I hate trying to bury another checker here, especially now he's down to a 1 point board with a blot for you to shoot at too, right?
Yeah, right.
I think you got to try. Yeah.
Yeah. And 25 out of 36 times, the opponent will not hit. And then you can probably cash the game, or at least maybe because of the score, it can be a small take. I doubt it, but maybe.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I guess just the recube's so valuable that you have to think about it, huh? But I mean, it just seems too hard to win this.
No, he didn't. All right, now he's going to double. He waited till covering before redoubling.
Yeah, and this must be a fairly easy pass, I would expect,
Yeah,
right?
97, 95, 93.
You must be in the teens of winning chances.
All right, if the bear off was perfect with spare 654, white only wins this like 7% of the time. Here it's less than perfect, so it might be 9 or 10, but it's
7%. Okay, that's lower than I would have thought.
well with only 2 checkers off.
Yeah.
All right, now 7-1 in favor of Jonathan. He plays 2 men down with a 3-2. A small mistake there, actually.
Yeah.
The score, he should go for an advanced anchor.
Yeah, I guess probably the fact that he's 4 away must make it a little more acceptable, at least. But I like it. I also always love to see people going aggressively to close out matches, even if the score maybe doesn't quite dictate it. This, I think you just have to make a point here. Happens to duplicate some numbers.
I don't think so. I think he should hit because of the score. He really wants his.
Oh, interesting.
And he's got a blot on his own 5 point.
Yeah.
So
that's
chances are, he might roll a bad 6, not be able to hit.
Yeah.
Or he might hit and not cover. Or he might enter and then cover his 5 point, and then you can make yours.
Yeah.
So I think at the score, I would go for it.
That's a good play. Yeah, I like it.
Leaves a few, hit and cover jokers, but
yeah. It's hard to pass up making the bar point in front of a 24 point still, but yeah, I see the reasons for it.
All right.
Yeah.
He hits, but
the 6 is not as much fun.
Now you do the same. You hit on the 20.
Yep. Good return. What happened there? Oh, there we go. I see it. Still, I haven't had to look at grid gammon in so long. I'm still getting used to it. This must start by entering and making the 4, and then what else? I guess we just split again.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, 2s and 4s all over the place. Plus 5s now.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Have your backup anchor.
Okay, make offense here 5 point, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, it does look stronger because you don't have a good 3 with it if you anchor. Plus trailing score. Or lots of reasons to do that. 3 checkers behind that 5.2. It is with the wrong spare. Sometimes in the early game when it requires the last spare on the 8 point, it's not as strong to make it. But I still, yeah, I agree with you. I like that play there.
And at this score, Alex should be doubling well earlier than at most scores.
Yeah, when gammons are on the table, for sure, that's going to be a big part of it. It's going to be so hard for
because the cube he's giving is basically dead.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
At this score, because
and so this looks like there must be ways to lose our market here, right?
So let's see, what's the pip count here? Looks like we're a little ahead.
Very close, but I mean, you have like 2.5 checkers back to 2 back. You have a little bit better board.
Yeah.
You just must have some knockout kind of rolls at a trailing score. So yeah, I think
I'd 2-2, 1-1, 4-4.
Yeah.
4-2.
A 6-3 or a 5-4 is going to be kind of tough to recover from too. Anchoring on the 20 is just going to make you at least leading this game, you know?
Yeah. Definitely a take though.
Yeah, I think so. But I like the cube. I think there's ways that you can lose your market possibly. So I'd rather not. I don't know what to do with this roll though.
Yeah, you can make the 20 and 13-7.
Yeah, you just leave the double shot, huh? Even in the close race.
I mean, yeah, the alternative is 20-10. That leaves 6s.
Yeah.
And you don't have an anchor.
You don't want to break your 8 to hit.
3s
even though...
are with the 20 and 7 play. 3s are duped in a sense, in that 3s make the 21. I mean, it's not an ideal roll, but I think it's the least worst way to play it.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. And when you don't get attacked, there's going to be good responses, kind of regardless, right? If you do get hit. And there's that extra blot out in the outfield that he's going to have to deal with when he does hit 2. So you should get a lot of returns. I think.
Yeah,
I like your play.
You can't hit loose 8-4 and then play a 6 somewhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is I think the right play.
Fine. I mean, I feel like he's finding a lot of those kind of tricky positional things too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, of course he loves hitting there, and then you can hit any blot.
Yeah.
So guess we send 3 checkers back, right?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the bigger play, but
yeah, must want to prevent the anchor, and I get what he's thinking there.
Yeah.
I think this is just stronger though.
Yeah.
Tends to win more gammons when you get another checker involved, however you do that.
He makes the 18. Okay.
Yeah.
6-3. So do you hit or do you play 13-4?
Oof.
Maybe hit at this score, but you are a little down in the race.
Yeah, I think you just kind of you hate having your opponent hold the cube in like a fairly even holding game, right? So I like pushing the action here after sending and trailing.
Yeah. I'm not sure though, but
I
think I would lean towards the loose hit.
Yeah, that is play B does let you make the best 3-point board as well though. So there's a lot of good things going on with the save play too.
Yeah.
That's tricky. Okay, gets away with it.
Yeah.
I think it's just 13-8 here.
Yeah. 2-1.
Well, how do we follow up on this?
So you cover and play the ace from 11-10, duplicating 3s.
Yeah, sure. I like that play.
I think. I don't think you hit and look around for a 2.
Yeah.
Maybe you do.
This doesn't look all that strong, you know. You're kind of leaving the initiative on the other side.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I think I would just take the 4-point and hope for the best.
A little too strong to pass up. The rack, they call it, right?
Yeah, that's right. Now he hits. Look at that. Okay.
Yeah, this is an interesting.
Oh, he's always thinking about it.
Yeah. I think it just like it kind of has that illusion of being safer, maybe, but I don't know. I just don't think it does enough
Yeah.
like this play.
Yeah. Double
Okay.
hits.
Well, you're probably happy you hit when he rolls double aces, but not clear.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
At least he's not making the 5 point on your head, I
Oh,
guess. You know?
he should definitely hit twice, right?
Yeah, it looks really
Yeah.
strong. Looks great.
Yeah.
Mixing it up.
Okay.
Okay.
He really wants a 3. Can he get a 3 or an 8? Well, 5-2 is good. We'll make
That'll
it
work.
3 point.
Yeah, no. Alex really needs to perform to
Yeah.
not have a pretty sunk position here.
5-3. Bar 20. 6-3 or 13-10. I think I'd hit. How about you?
Oh, I think this is Black's roll. So, right?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Right.
Which makes it confusing as well. I guess you can just play 2 down. Yeah, you've got
Yeah,
the bar point.
yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Just looks a little blotty and awkward, like it's not actually helping you. Yeah, I see why you can do this, but I think you're kind of open to attack now.
Yeah.
I think you want to keep your anchor for now
I
and
think
work on
so.
finishing your structure.
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't break the anchor. Yeah.
He has had a lot of pips in the race, so I get why he's looking for it. 2-4, not strong either.
Yeah. Make a bid for the 20. I think is the right play.
You've got
24.
that double coverage on it, man. That's tough to do though. 11 checkers in the zone.
But the alternatives are even worse. 13-9 or 6-2. Those don't look any good.
Yeah, double shots and such. I really don't know. I might be tempted by the 13-9.
Really?
Can't play behind, but the thing about the 24-20 is like you'd like to make it.
Yeah.
But this is the easiest way I can see to lose the match on this game.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But plays that increase Yemen losing chances. I mean, the swing from turning a loss into a win is in a money game is twice that of turning a loss into a gammon loss. And at this score, it's probably even more so.
Yeah. No, that's very true.
So,
it's gonna be an easy hit.
Yeah.
But some other twos, at least you've gotten him to break his anchor, and he's kind of blotty, and there's can see reasons why the 13-9 doesn't look as too scary. A fan, and I don't think Jonathan should be thinking about a cube, but it seems like he is. I think at this score, you're just going to be too good before you have a chance to send it, especially with this structure here, the open 5.
And if he does redouble, the cube will come back on 8, and then gammons become meaningless. So, it would just be a huge mistake.
Yeah. And there's definitely going to be wins here from the ace point. There's enough to take this and play it out. Jonathan's still going to have some, a challenge in making that 5 point. That's going to be a key piece of bringing this game home. But once he does that, then of course, again, we're just too good.
Yeah. But he's thinking about it. It doesn't hurt to think about it. But
key decision point in the match.
We both agree that it,
maybe grid gammon's just down.
Could be, I guess.
I think he's thinking about it.
Yeah.
Not sure though. All right, he does roll. Good. This is interesting. He can continue the attack and prevent the second anchor, but probably just making the bar points fine.
Yeah. Congrats, by the way, to Candace Mayeron in running an excellent Los Angeles tournament.
Yeah.
Online tournament.
I think they've got another match. The Masters Jackpot is getting wrapped up after this. Okay, he's still thinking about this play. Okay, I thought he decided on so he went for the attacking play. I understand. I think bar point's probably got to be a little too strong.
So 8-7, 8-2. Okay.
Yeah.
Whoops. Oh,
So I think you
6-3,
cover
I'm
the
sorry.
2. Then I probably want to just bring the
Ring.
13 to 10 to try to build that 20, but okay.
Okay, now you gotta take a chance, I think. 13 to 5 hitting. Or hold it. I got the wrong side on roll again.
Yeah.
Sorry.
6
Okay,
to 3.
Alex.
Yeah, Jonathan, I think will be hitting with whatever he rolls here. Including a 5-2.
Yeah.
Yep.
Double hit back. All
Oh,
right.
wow. Okay, this could get interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting result if Alex found a way to win a gammon here now
Yeah,
after it's
yeah.
on the ropes, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to start by covering the 3, and then how big do we play on the bar there? The 11 to 10 looks like the best way to build the next point you want to make.
I agree.
But
Yeah.
it's a lot of blots.
Yeah. Two checkers on the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd risk it.
Yeah.
All right. Ooh, good shot. 20 and 8.
Yeah, I agree. That 8 is part of, some priming structure, especially if he happens to come in on the 23.
Yeah.
It helps you build points that you're aimed at. So
Sure.
look at that. And then you get the 2-6 to prevent him from running off the back and have to either bury a checker or break that bar point.
That's a good shot.
Yeah. What is this going to do? Are you MC 11-5 and 24-20 right away?
Looks right to me. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think, we're out of time to sit on both anchors. We're not really thinking back game. You don't want to be hit against a 4-point board.
Yeah, and the checker left behind on the 24 is pretty safe.
Yeah. Can be attacked with an ace, of course, but not that strong of a play. Should it go that way?
Right.
And then what does Jonathan want to give up here? It's got to be something.
Yeah, the deep anchor has to go. Yeah.
Yep. Still not a strong enough board to really punish that. So, I think this is the wrong idea because you're primed. You hate being hit a little more.
Yeah. Right off the 23. It's definitely right.
Yeah. Well, you still can. Before Alex's board gets even stronger.
Yeah. Don't do this.
Yeah, I think this is the worst of the options. Breaking the 8.
It's pretty bad too.
Yeah, you're just going to give up outfield control so much of the time, right? And give so much freedom with those 2 extra back checkers.
That's right. Yeah.
It's scary though. This is probably the only way you can be closed out quickly.
Yeah, that's true.
Just gonna think about that. Great shot.
Quite often the saying that we've all heard from Stick and others is, when in doubt, make the DMP play. In other words, when in doubt, make the play that wins the most. Even if it wins a few extra gammon, if it loses a few extra gammons, if it wins a few extra games, it's the right play. And most scores.
This is not a bad entry to get another spare on the 18 here. What is this gonna do?
Maybe just hits on the 1 loose. I think so.
Oh, it's 5s for white.
I've got the wrong side on roll.
Might have to link up with the 10.
I think so. Yeah.
Is that the best you can do? Because everything else is just destructive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. You can't move the checkers on the 12. You don't want to move the checkers on the 8. You can't move the checker on the 24. Mm-hmm. So it's
process of elimination, right?
Yeah, there's nothing left. Right.
Yeah, it is easy to look at this position and rule out moving off your anchor, though, as well, right? So, so suddenly you have 0 plays left. But I think this is the best you can do with it.
Yeah. Yep. Race is close.
And Now we must have to go for the attack.
I think so. Yeah.
And checker's just sitting on the 2-point, waiting for you to take it off.
Yeah,
So,
that's right.
I think you got to
That's
try.
right. That's right.
Yeah, this can't be right. You can still be attacked and lose a gammon. There's all kinds of things that can go wrong with this.
Just hit. Yeah.
You still have them outboarded. Got to use that.
Yeah, that's right.
So he gets a fan and then double fours.
Double fours. Ooh, I don't think
An
so.
awkward roll.
All right, so.
Fives is a solid response.
Yeah.
I guess we're losing the race, so it's not great, but makes that double fours play look really sharp too.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
And this is finally really the kind of position that you're hoping for as Jonathan. Just a simple sort of race. You're holding the cube. Nothing can go too wrong. A lot of times you cruise home to a good chance at winning 2 points.
Yeah. Although the race is close after this double fives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had to pick a close game, though. I mean, this is a
Oh,
style.
yeah.
I don't think you want to keep the contact is still going to risk some gammons sometimes, and I don't think it wins you enough games that I think you just win and take your shots at racing as Alex. But but he's looking at this staying back here and making Jonathan's ride home a little more rocky.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, 2-1. So a couple plays here. You can play 4-1, really safe. You can play 3-1 and 14-13, gives you some extra coverage in the outfield at the cost of 6 shots to hit. That hit you. I don't know. Might be worth it, but might not be. Because Alex's board is now pretty darn strong.
He's got a prime now too, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't feel a big need to push the action. You have to think about how you're going to follow up next roll too, and this might create some flexibility for you, I suppose. Who plays really nice on the 4-3. You get a double shot if he wants to try to run, but I don't think that's his plan.
Yeah,
so
I'll just make the 4-point. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see, 6-2. So just 14-6.
Sticking with our double coverage plan.
Okay. 2-point.
The contact idea is working okay for Alex so far. Creating some awkward plays for Jonathan. This is how you make sure you don't lose a gammon, I guess, but I think just building your board is strong enough. There's not so much to worry about outside there.
Yeah. Yeah, that looks, I agree with you. So make the block king 10-point, I think, right?
That looks quite reasonable.
Blocking 5s.
Yeah. So what a shot. Okay.
Ooh, a hit.
Gammon's on.
Yeah.
That's going to help save some, I think.
Yeah.
Ooh. Well, how does this work?
I
guess we just hit. Yeah. I think so. I mean, the score gives you a good reason to do it. There's blots in the board. You can still enter on the 20. The race isn't completely won. I guess it's pretty strong race if you don't hit, but yeah, I don't know. I'm too tempted to do this at the score with some real gammon possibilities on the other side of the board.
Well, I mean, if Jonathan hits, I mean, most of the other numbers will cover the 3-point, right? At least quite a few of them anyway. 2-3, 2-5, 2-6, 2-2, 2-1 lifts.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, he's not going to get the shot at the blot very often. That's fair.
But on the other hand, your play could well be right, though, because I'm not really sure.
It's a tricky one.
Yeah. It's a score. It's not like gammon go. I mean, the gammons are worth more to Alex than normal, but it's not like gammon go. So
Yeah. The problem with it, I guess he spent his pips a little bit efficiently on the other side, but it tends to be that every roll Jonathan gets is going to save like, maybe 10% gammons or something like that, right? Maybe
Yeah.
more in some cases. So
Yeah.
you
that's
lose
true.
them really fast when it's close.
That's true. Yeah, true.
I bet he's probably got 10% gammons
Yeah.
ish around here.
Roughly. Yeah, I agree.
Before that, maybe it was like if he could have closed him out with a hit, maybe
Yeah.
it's more like 20 something.
Yeah.
So yeah, tricky stuff.
So,
He's going to take a checker off and try to play for the gammon. Interesting. I'm really not sure here. These
yeah,
are
I'm not
tough
sure either.
decisions.
Yeah, these are tough. Yeah,
Um,
I'm sure it's close, but
yeah, he
I'm
went for
not
the
sure
wins
what's
last time, so I imagine he goes for the wins again.
Okay. Some chance now. Now he wishes he had played aggressively. All right.
2 sets. That's all he needs.
That's the way backgammon is.
Or a 3-2. Gets him closer.
Ooh.
Oh, there we go.
Gammon City.
Favorite.
All
And
right.
he does it. Okay.
7-5.
Now we're in a very close match, which could have been over that last time.
That's right.
So what is that? 6 away, 4 away. Kind of a weird score.
Yeah.
Both sides have. Go ahead.
Well, I would have played his play, but look what happened.
Yeah, and this is one where there's a lot of incentive for the 408 to still send aggressive cubes here.
Well, this is definitely, I think it's a pass. I mean, it might
Yeah.
even be too good, really.
Yeah, at the score, that's, well, it's hard for me to imagine.
Whoa. Second thought.
Yeah, what do we do with this now, though?
Well, I think since Jonathan has no extra men in the zone or in his outfield, let's see, either you make the ace point or you play 13-8, 10-5. Maybe I'm too much of a purist, but I think I'd hit loose on the 5, play 13-8. How about you?
Ooh, we've got the anchor. Yeah, we just, as soon as we make the ace, he can just come in and make his own 5 point. Making the ace looks a little weak. This is the other interesting play I was looking at, though. It's only got 8 in the zone.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
Loose 8s are still pretty crushing. It's
that's
tough
true.
to play that.
And
but that really, of all the options, that looks safest in a way, doesn't it?
Yeah. But
hard to give up an anchor this early. I don't know.
Yeah.
This is a very difficult play.
This is
a
tough play. It really is. Yeah.
So I guess you're never hitting twice either. No double tigers for you.
No.
I don't know. You get those 4 fanning numbers when you do the 5s. I like that the 5 to hit you on the 10 point is duplicated with the entering anchor. So the making the ace kind of looks a little stronger than usual here. I kind of like the look of this.
That leaves 9 return hits. And
but yeah, again, part of a lot of those, like he's not going to anchor very often when he doesn't hit, right? There's only 4-1 and 3-2, and otherwise, hopefully, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. This is a good play to spend some time on and consider your options. They're all very interesting and have merit. Man, I don't know. After this, the interesting thing about this linking play to the 10, though, it's like kind of not clear to me that there's not a cube after that. 8s are very strong. 3s is just going to link up, and he's get to play. Yeah, this making the 10 point is going to work out just how he liked or would have hoped.
Yeah. Right.
Even though he's losing the race, this is a very strong outcome after that early double 5 splits.
Yeah. So just 8-4 or 6-2. 8-4 feels right here.
I think so. I think you want to put him on the higher points. Yeah. Ideally.
It does get a crossover, and the race is close, so that's important.
Yep, that too.
Okay.
He's got to keep that 20 point from running away, though.
10 and 4.
So it looks like to me, give yourself some chances to make an outfield point.
Yep.
That's going to do that, I think. I don't think the race is so one that you want to. It looks like we're going to make the 9, and then the last one is probably just whatever. 10 to 6 is fine.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Still a ways from a cube, though, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, this feels more flexible and like you might build a 7 or something like that. But
True.
even if you make it, I don't think you get to keep it for very long. So I think you just play kind of more of a
I think
racing
10
and
to 6
crossover
is
play.
a little better. Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Threes is good. It's going to give him a lot more racing chances and keep him in the game here.
Up. Keeping the builder on the 10 would have worked. He would have made the 7 point. Oh well.
Or roll. Prevent the double twos. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
This seems fine.
Seems fine to me.
Yep. And Alex would just like to keep his outfield structure there for as long as he can. It's going to be tough though. This feels like the worst.
So 9 to 3 looks right, and then either 6-3 or 4-1 with the 3, I guess. Or what is there something else? 8 to 2.
Almost because of how ugly that is, I'm tempted to play 8 to 2, 6 to 3, but I don't know. It's just it's weird. Some disastrously awkward roll for such a simple game, you know. I don't think that's enough incentive to run off your anchor. Because when you can just play to the 2, you know, that's fine. You're not really. I guess it's reasonable.
He is a bit ahead, though.
Yeah, maybe this capitalizes on the race the most. Maybe I should be looking at this. I'm not sure. I would be thinking to just sit on the 20 in this close of a race.
The thing about playing 10 to 2, you know, what is likely to happen is that white will cover one or maybe both plots.
Mm-hmm.
And then you might have to run off with your next 6 or weaken your board.
Yeah.
I sort of liked the actual play.
Yeah, that could be right.
Either that or just 20 to 12, either way. Now what?
Yeah, you can confuse Alex here too, because I mean, it just clearly can't hit against a closed board. I think you got to play for your race the best you can, but he's looking at it. It's just the returns are instant wins, you know, if not gammons. So I think the cube's coming if you hit, probably. Or could be.
It's one of those examples of a play that wins more games and loses more gammons.
Yeah.
Do you get enough extra wins?
I'm not sure. I guess it's actually not completely clear to me that it wins more games, because you're just going to lose a third of them, right? Like, or whenever you get hit.
Yeah. So what is it, 14 hits or?
Yeah, whenever that happens, you lose your 50-50 race, right? Which it's not quite 50-50, but it's, I think, close enough that
I mean,
quite a bit.
If the opponent fails to come in, you know, you can seriously think about the cube, can't you?
Yeah, you can think about it.
And,
so if we look at this, if you, it still looks like probably a reasonable take with the open 5 and all this contact too, though. So, you know, I don't even think you win every time when it works. It's tricky. Well, good for Jonathan creating a really difficult play here.
Yeah, exactly.
Coming off the 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is the, keep losing with the
pip count?
Yeah, with the no hit.
After that play, Alex is ahead 4.
And so if he, before it, he's 12-3. Yeah, it's just.
So now he's down 3 if he doesn't hit.
Right.
And
it feels right to me. Now Jonathan gets to break contact and hope for a race, but it's close. You know, you still have so much equity in this game. Just game plan thinking, right? You know, the other guy's got the stronger board. Why do you want to play a contact game? Guess you just take the race. Be excited to look at all these afterwards.
Yeah.
And he's thinking about continuing to play for contact, but he's winning the race. So I think he's just got to do
definitely.
this. This is, yeah.
Definitely should run, yeah.
2 checkers in. He may regret it, but Still, I think the right play.
Okay, pip count is 77 on roll to 72, so he's not even favored. So it's no double.
It's about as close to 50-50 as you get to see in these, though.
Yeah.
One pip down.
Put the spares, yeah. Put the spares 4 and 5. Looks right.
I like that play. Yep.
Yeah.
Now this probably is almost 50-50.
Yeah. Ooh, bad shot. 10-6. No. What's he doing?
That looks better when there's contact, right? Okay, we're going to start doing this. Is there a good distribution ace here? Do we need 2 days? Makes some sense to me. I'm okay with that. Yeah.
Could be. All right. 2-1. Not the best.
Yeah. I guess it transposes.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's down some pips now. Okay.
Yeah.
So Jonathan's getting a small lead here, but not going to be enough to cube. Man, I don't know my equities well enough to know exactly what the take point is at 4-away, 6-away on either side.
It's pretty much like normal. It
should be close, yeah.
It's actually the true take point for the trailer is a little bit higher than normal. Mm-hmm. Like, it might be 23 and a half. Whereas for money, it's like 22, 21 and a half. So it's a little bit higher.
Yeah, what are those? Are about like a pip adjustment at the most, probably less.
Yeah.
Okay, but we got Alex thinking about a cube now. I think it's close. I don't think I think this is still basically an even race with that open 4-point, but
38 to 40.
He sends it. Okay, must be a take. Yeah.
39 to 40.
Trailing 2, I'm sure he thinks it's going to be tough for his opponent to get a recube in. So leaving a little bit earlier is probably safe enough.
Yeah.
But I think you can just wait and maybe give him a more efficient cube. Oh, no, he couldn't have.
No.
He was destined to lose his market, so awesome cube. All right, we got an even game at my... This is probably the most challenging score to me. You know that? I think these are really tough to play. They're tough to figure out the cubes sometimes.
All right. The opening move is right here, 18 and 11.
Oh, really? That 2-1 split is you don't want a slot here, huh?
No, I'm saying for the response of 6-2 response, 18 and 11.
I see. Yeah, you still just do your split. Yeah.
2-1 is 6-1, half dozen in the other.
Sure.
I generally slot, but
Yeah. This must sit in the outfield. Yeah. Both players got to be in gammonish positions, kind of trigger happy with the cube 4-away, because your gammon value is a full 1 instead of the usual half that it would be for money. So these get really tricky. Wow, I don't. What do we just safety a blot?
Yeah, 22 and 13.
Yeah. Hate creating the 5 stack. There's not really anything else. Everything else is just way too loose.
Yeah, it's not like you need to take away half his roll and have a loose hit on your ace point.
Yeah.
So
sure does look tempting with blots all sprayed around and kind of well aimed at the 20 though.
Okay. Point. Yeah, this is not right. I don't think.
Yeah. Feels like it probably loses more gammons than it gains too, which is a problem at the score, right?
Yeah, probably too. Not a big difference in game. Yeah. Certainly some. Yeah.
No, I think
you just cover the 14. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the double. That's tricky to me. Sorry, I'm too primitive. I want to hit.
Yeah, I understand. I could be wrong, but that's what I would have done. Yeah.
And Alex is losing the race, so I think he does want to hit here, even with the block on the ace. Yeah.
I think
he has that option of making the 18 twice, though.
Yeah, I think just go to the 8, hit and go to the 8 like he did there. Yeah.
This looks good.
Okay, now hit and go up to the 20.
Sure.
All right. Enter and hit or enter and make the 21? Probably hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also hit back, just like he did. 5-2 makes the 20 point.
It's not a bad shot here.
Yeah.
Threes and ones are nicely duplicated.
You mean fours? And
Threes and ones we're gonna hit from the 24 as well as cover the 20. But that's 6-6 fan. Okay. With the anchor though, I don't think this is gonna change this game too much. But there's 4 checkers back, so maybe. But still think we got a little bit of work to do before we're in cube territory.
Yeah, I agree.
I know the 24-20 back game in quotes is you don't want to be on it pretty much, right? So I'm tempted to split off the 24 right away, but you need some offense too. So I kind of like the looks of it as play.
Yeah, 13-7 looks right to me, but
yeah, choose which anchor you want to play from later.
Yeah,
you're still outboarded too.
Yeah, I think this is a little better.
No,
I think you should play a little bigger.
Doesn't feel like the time to play
13.
stiff.
Yeah, 15, 14, 13, 9 looked better.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
14, 8. Yeah.
Sure.
Cover the 4, start the 5.
Yeah, I think so. We're just gonna sit on both those anchors for a little longer here. We're not
for
out
a little while. Yeah.
Not out of things to do on the other side of the board yet.
Yeah.
It's harder and harder to come off the 24 as he makes points, though.
All right. Slot and cover again.
Yeah, I think so. Things are getting pretty stiff for Jonathan still here, too.
So 14-8.
Yeah, already we don't have a great option here, but I think you go for that and you're one step closer to home.
Yeah. Only 2-3 and 2-5 hit and cover.
Ooh, and he wants to play it safe, but you can't give up the 8 point this early in a holding game like this. It's just you really needed to get that midpoint and now the 14 point home too.
That's right.
So we're kind of forced to leave a shot one way or the other here. And I think that's the most productive way to do it is that 14-8.
Yeah, I think that's clear. Yeah.
Finds it, okay, and gets away with it. I'm just going to make another point in the board. Why not?
Yeah. Another shot.
Yeah.
14-10.
Yeah, just keep it simple.
Yeah. Any 5, 4, 1, 3, 2, or 6, 3.
Yeah. I guess I can see a reason to think about whether 11 and 3 could be a thing too, but I think this is just.
And folks, if you like this streaming, we hope you will click on the like button on the internet. Okay, 3-1.
And subscribe to the channel for notifications about when matches are being played too. But yeah, he's still trying to figure the technicalities of that one out. Finds a good play, I think.
Yeah.
And this is starting to get to be interesting to me now to find a little mobility from the 24, but 6-2, it seems very reasonable too.
It does, yeah. I think I'd play 6-2, but I'm not at all sure.
Yeah. The problem about after he plays 6-2, you must, I guess you can just give up your midpoint too. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
That's tricky.
Yeah, this is reasonable. Yeah.
Path forward is difficult. Yeah, see, when he makes the bar point, I feel like you feel kind of happy that you got a checker moving. No, he must, just be playing 20-13. And Jonathan has a reasonably strong board, so it's going to be tough for Alex to sit on that goalkeeper for too long. He'll be wanting to play 24-20 at some point. But he's okay for now. And I don't think Jonathan has much market loss to think about, but there are gammons in play here, a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. And he's thinking about it.
All right, does white have a take?
I would think so. The contact looks pretty good. His position looks pretty pure.
13-2.
Yeah, now it's only gotten trickier to come home, I think. So
Great shot there.
yeah, that's good for distribution. Now I feel like we could see a cube anyway.
No doubt, in my mind. Yeah.
I think the midpoint just goes away.
Yeah, and double, and I don't know that Alex can take.
It's 30 pips, yeah. And it's really the contact is not that strong looking. But it's hard to give up anchor games too, you know, both of them, especially if they're.
But yeah, and there are gammons now too. You have combinations of some 6s, 5s, 3s, and 2s to point. Yeah.
Yeah.
10-9.
I think it's a solid pass.
Three away. Oh, I'm sorry. 8-7 up to 11. I'm sorry.
Yep. Oh.
3-way, 4-way.
I'm good with 4-way, 3-way. I understand that better too.
Okay.
Oh, look at this. In trailing now, we've pointed. He's split. I like his idea of a cube. You're ahead of a point in some race already. It seems very reasonable.
I don't think I would have doubled, but
No?
it's probably close.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it certainly would be a cube at 4-way, 2-way.
Yeah.
And then probably just enough, not, you know, could be enough to swing into not a cube at this score, but
Yeah, I mean, a couple of big differences here at this score. The leader's gammons are worth close to the normal amount. And secondly, the leader gets some cube vig, whereas at 4-way, 2-way,
yeah.
leader's gammons are meaningless and there's no cube vig. So.
Yeah, that 5-1's pretty awkward. Now that they're anchored, I'm not really thinking about aggressive cubes anymore either.
Yeah.
13-8
looks right here with the 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Smooth
I think
out the distribution of spares. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
You always like to smooth the distribution when it's, 5 on the 13 and 3 on the 8. It gets a little different when there's 4 and 2. 6-3, I guess, what is this going to do other than run around?
Well, run around leaves a double shot. Admittedly, if Alex hits with a 6 there, he's breaking the anchor. So you could also play 22-13 or 13-4. Not sure what's right.
Playing behind the anchor, it just feels too early to do that here. 22-13 does look interesting just for the sort of the timing of the position, I guess, right?
Yeah. And not many threats, but Jonathan's good rolls are really good after that play, though.
Yeah.
Now
there's going to be some double hits here, so I don't think you want to leave that necessarily leading the race. I think you hit for sure. I mean, you can look at making the 11, but
hit and run looks right to me. Yeah.
Time to go for it.
Yeah.
If you just wanted to bait him off the anchor, find a way to get in a gammonish cube.
But yeah.
Ooh, what is this going to do?
2, 3, 4. Hit loose on his own 5-point. Do the double tiger.
Could be, but we can also just cover the 3 and make an outfield point, the 16.
You can also do that. Yeah, you can do that.
Or sorry, the 15. This looks positionally strong.
Yeah, this is reasonable.
Yeah. I'm always tempted to make the other side the bigger plays at scores like this, but
bad shot.
Yeah.
All right, so you got to play 16-13, and then with the 6, maybe you come out 20-14.
Yeah. Yeah, your only other play really is just dumping behind.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't like leaving the blot there in the hot spot on the 20-point there.
This seems, I think, a little too big.
Well, this is definitely not right. Yeah, double pass now. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got to go for it if we're Alex.
Double pass, in my opinion. Yeah, that's a bad play. 3s, 4s, 1s. You got a 3-1 board edge. As you said earlier, the trailers gammons are worth almost 1.0.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he passed right away. All right, 3 away, 3 away.
I guess maybe he wasn't sure if he was taking the other way either. 3-2. What is just 13-8? Is that right at the
No,
score? I
no,
can't
it's-
remember.
No, it's 21 and 11. 24,
Yeah.
21, 13, 11.
Just a regular split. And this one, I'm not sure about either. Do you make the 18 or the 4? I would make the defensive point, I guess, against 9 in the zone, but I'm not certain.
I'd make the 4, but
Yeah.
since he doesn't have any points made, but
Yeah,
I'm not
fair.
sure either. But I think that's the right play there. Okay, 2-1, just cover.
Yep. 3-way is another kind of funky score here. This is
Yeah.
looks like an anchor. Yep.
Yep.
But
No
that like
double.
couple pips higher of a take point kind of throws me off in these scores too. These are like the dramatic adjustments are easier for me in a way, you know? And some of these kind of like subtle 4-way, or 3-way scores are just they're hard to have a good reference for.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, yeah,
I don't like this. You're supposed
I
to
just want to
clear
play off the
mid.
midpoint, with
Yeah.
3 of them, and then dump a checker behind is fine.
Exactly. Yeah, you've
This looks
got
like a great racing play. Yeah,
several rolls in which to roll a good double and get off the 18. So
Yeah.
definitely do this. Plus, this does block Jonathan's double 5s. So
Right.
yeah.
you also need to notice that I guess when you have the 18, you have less. You're less in need of the midpoint.
Exactly.
Can feel like too early to give it up here, so it's probably instinctual to keep it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the right idea. I
Right.
think.
Right. 8-5-6-4. Okay.
Still plenty of work to do to clear that midpoint, so it'll be a while till we see any cubes.
All right. So he's ahead after the play, 34 pips.
Yeah.
So it's tempting to think about running off the 18.
I just he's got the better board. You have a blot and like I think the attacks are too potent.
I guess you can make the ace point and just wait.
I'm waiting.
And see. Yeah.
Yeah. I hate it, but I just don't think this is the place to push the action. I guess you can get hit and still win from here. So there is something to be said for it.
And and sometimes they don't hit, or if they hit, they don't cover. But then you have the blot in your 2 point. I think I would make the ace on second thought. But in these sorts of positions, it's important to keep your eyes open for a good opportunity to get off the 18 when you're way ahead in the race.
Very true.
Like
that opportunity is gone now too, like you're saying.
Now it's like too late. Yeah. Okay.
But these just always develop, and you end up in a lot of positions where your opponent has to give something away first anyway. This is not the case, so I think typically you just sit on it.
Right.
Not a good roll, but I think this is still plenty playable for Alex.
Yeah, I agree. Yep. All he needs is a good set. Well, he needs to not get hit with the 2. Even then, he can survive.
Yeah, then he might have a spare for his anchor. Might be easier.
Yeah. But if he doesn't get hit, he's going to need a good shot.
Yeah.
Pretty near future.
Are you thinking about a cubist, Jonathan, here?
No.
I think there's too much race.
Yeah.
But it's not. These get really tricky for me, though. Once you crash like this, like the swings in equity are just, again, very confusing in this game. And it's hard for me to estimate.
In a non-gammonish position, this one's pretty low gammonish. The dead take point is like 30, and the true take point's like 25. So a little higher than normal.
What do you think White's winning chances are here, though? Now that he's kind of crashed to the ace there,
probably mid to high 30s.
Seems reasonable. Here it comes. I expect it can't be too bad.
Yeah, I think you have to take it. Your cubeless chances are certainly over 25%. Now you do lose a few gammons, not many.
Yeah,
some when you get hit here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that takes a pretty bad sequence even after being hit for you to get gammoned here.
Yeah. White still has a 4-point board.
Yeah.
Black's 3-point board as well. So
yeah.
There's things going on, and he does correctly take. How do we play our 4s?
Yeah, I think since the race deficit is so severe, you just make the ace point too.
Seems reasonable. And I think white must still be playing safe for a roll. With
Yeah,
one more
yeah.
day.
Yeah, for sure. 7-2-6-4. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
We end up there where black's got to give away something almost.
So black,
certainly here.
yeah. This is part of the reason it's a take is, yeah.
Mhm.
So what does black give up? Does it give up the anchor and leave 9s and 11s to hit? Or does black break the 8-point? Or
Yeah,
does
give up.
black switch and make the 2-point? I don't like the switch play.
Yeah,
I don't like breaking the anchor. I think I like this play. But
me too.
I
I'm
don't
between switching and the 8-point. Like the switch looks clever and at least you keep a point kind of, but I think your board purity is worth more.
Yeah.
And
Oops.
you want to stay back for that contact as long as you can, even though you have those
5s
two
and
open
6s.
points. Hits are pretty deadly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is
forced
coulda-
play, so
yeah.
no matter how long he looks at it, he's not gonna find. He missed. Look at
And
that.
okay. It's still going to be one step away from getting a recube in here. He's got at least safety one checker here. But he's doing well.
Yeah, I
Good
mean
one to
now
survive.
too. Even if he does get hit, looks like he'll get at least a single direct shot from the roof, maybe a double shot from the roof.
I think
So,
typically when you have two checkers to bring around to scramble home like this, like, and it's more the checker on the 18 might take you 2 rolls to get home too. Like, I don't think he's in cube territory here. If he links up with the 10, that's still not a dead game either. You know,
yeah.
there's still good contact. So I'm taking a roll as Alex, but I think he's right that he's turned it around and he's probably winning here now.
Yeah. So the take point for Jonathan is whoops.
Oh, did you lose the game too? I did.
Yeah, 25%. Yeah.
Oh, perfect time for that to happen.
He left the game. Look at that.
Oh, okay.
So he accidentally left the game. So he'll probably come back on, I hope. He must have accidentally, or had his connection get disconnected or something. I don't know.
Good old grid gammon.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, if you haven't already, while we're getting that back up, make sure you do the like and subscribe and everything.
No, it was not over. No. It was 3 away, and the cube's on 2. And yeah.
got an interesting cube that I think is still an easy take if he's missed. But it's getting tricky.
Yeah, this looks like clearly the right play.
Yeah. But this is what I was saying about, cube action on the roll before. I just don't, this is a pretty good roll, and I
It's a
think
hit.
you still haven't lost your market.
But it's
Yeah.
you get a double shot back now.
Yeah, except those aren't pure winners, so I don't think we have a cube, but he could win a gammon if he hits it, which is kind of interesting,
That's
right?
true. Yeah. That's
So
true.
I think
Ooh, good
great shot.
So
Yeah, I guess the switch 6-3 looks pretty great.
6-3 is kind of forced, yeah.
Yeah.
And he came in.
Okay, what do we do at the 3?
Oh,
Seems reasonable. Also seems reasonable.
yeah, seems reasonable. Good coverage. So, yeah, I think it's still a pretty clear take. It sounds like
Yeah.
you too. Huh?
Yeah, I still think we're a roll away from anything real here, If he somehow gets away with the next sequence, then I think he'll have interesting cube options, but I just don't see it here. And if he rolls his best again, he could be thinking about a gammon
even
still, right?
if, say he rolls like an 8 or something.
Yeah.
And well, now he's leaving.
What, an 11 with a double shot? Yep.
Ooh, hit and cover. Wow.
Not bad.
He's in though.
Okay.
That's
They're
key.
making a battle out of it.
Yeah, no doubt.
This is how finals just seem to go, isn't it? We can make the 8 though. I think is pretty strong, and then I guess
the 8, and then 10-4 or 13-7. Probably 10-4. Huh?
I think so. Yeah, I think you got to keep the contact, but I think making the 8's more important than trying to keep your checker back on the 20, right? I'm not sure, but
oh yeah. Otherwise, you have to bury men.
Yeah, it just looks really ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Oh, this can't be right.
Yeah, I see what he's thinking. He wants to keep checkers back for the containment, but
he's got one more. Oh, this does not look right. I don't like this play. Now, is this a cube? This might well be.
Yeah, it's the. Do I have the pip counter? Oh, here we go. Yeah, I guess he can lose his market.
Now he's lost his market. Redouble pass.
Yeah.
7 away is.
And it's not
too close.
Yeah, it's reasonably efficient of a cube too.
Also,
it's not too far off. Yeah.
Jonathan's board is not a winner necessarily if he hits.
Yeah.
And being 7. Now let's see the race. Can he win the race at all? Very little. 71-45.
I think I agree. It's an easy pass. I'm thinking about if that means he should have cubed from the 22, but I think I like the sequence he followed here. I think this is. I think this makes sense. I'm not sure there is enough market loss before this roll. There's still a lot of shots to hit.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't think he's lost his market by so much here either.
So by just from hitting though, it's definitely a pass.
Yeah.
Can he also win the race a small percent of the time? Yeah, but pretty small.
Yeah.
So I doubt it's up to 25% cubeless wins, which is what you need here to take.
Yeah.
So I would give it up.
Yeah, I don't.
Crawford, I predict.
I think so. I don't think I'd be playing this out for money either. I think it's got to be a. We'll see though. Who knows? If you're still learning the game, you might just really not have any idea what the contact value of this position is and racing value combined. You can definitely win this, Yeah.
And Jonathan said he's only been playing for about 2 years, so he's played pretty well for that small amount of experience.
Yeah, no, I think it's been pretty strong play in general. But yeah, I mean, these are the kinds of positions you get into backgammon where if you haven't studied it for a long time, like how do you even begin to guess at what the winning chances are here? You have to have seen it kind of, right?
Yeah. If Alex's board was closed, okay, which it isn't, and if his if he was shooting, or if the other side's blot was 8 pips away from his checker on the 5 point, then for money it's a take. But 7 away for money is a pass.
Yeah.
And in money games, you can take with like 22% cubeless. And here you need 25% cubeless. So it's a bigger pass here. Now you do get the occasional super lucky win from the race, but
Yeah.
it's really down. You also lose some games when you hit in this position as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So looks like a pass, but he's thinking about it, and
Yep.
it's an important decision, and nothing wrong with that. There's no clock here at Gridgammon, so he can
Good old Gridgammon.
he can think about it for a while. So
You still play on Gridgammon at all?
once in a while, very
Yeah.
seldom. Yeah. And you?
I think this is the first time I've opened it up in probably a year or something. I think the last time I remember looking at it was it Kazuki and oh, why am I blanking on his name? They did that cash game challenge. David Wells.
Oh,
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were playing in the middle of the night in Australia or something, and I was doing
Wow.
some commentary for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
fun too, because they were playing like as fast as I'd ever seen anyone play, and trying to keep up with what's going on when that's going on Gridgammon is tough.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Those are two tough players.
Yeah. Hopefully we don't have another power outage here either. But,
Yeah. Right.
but yeah, they were playing like super speed, and I think still playing for money, you know, probably around a 3 or something like that, you know,
Yeah.
pretty sharp. So it was fun to watch. It was just fun to watch the swings too and try to figure out if anyone can actually get a significant edge when PRs kind of run close and you're playing money games like that, you know. Takes a long time to realize any sort of equities there.
Sure. All right. He might be counting, okay, how many rolls does the opponent give me a direct shot, and how many of those do I hit?
Yeah.
And then in addition to that, how often do I win after hitting? And then
Yep.
how many races do I win? Oh, he does.
And he takes it. He goes for it. Okay. And he gets his wish. Yep. I mean, the 5's kind of a game winner in general here, right? I mean, not every time, but huge favorite if it works.
Okay.
And he misses. So now
play safe, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he can still lose to a set of 5s or 6s, so you're tempted to rip one. But I think, yeah, probably better to just play 4-3.
I think so. Yeah.
It is the whole.
If the opponent had a speed board, then it probably would be correct to take a checker off.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's not very efficient pips wise.
But now his board's too strong too.
This is going to decide it here. Yep.
And the race is pretty much gone. Now, is there going to be a second final match, or is this it?
My understanding was that this was it. Yeah, that they're just playing one match. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's looking like Alex is going to be your Los Angeles Open ABT Online main tournament, main event champion.
Yes,
congratulations to him.
Yes.
And a well-played match. You know, it was interesting to watch too. Some very tricky positions that they came to. And look, John brought it pretty close in the end here too.
Yeah, very close. Yeah. So, okay. Well, thanks to everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And we will see you all at some upcoming tournament, maybe in person, since they're starting up again.
Yep. Always great to see people on the streams. Stay here for the Masters Jackpot. It's coming up next too. I think we've got Frank Frigo and who else was commentating that one? Kimon? Oh, Steve Sax, I'm hearing.
Kimon, yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Both very great players that I'm sure will have a lot of good insight too. Sure. Do we know who the players in that Masters Jackpot are yet? I'm hearing Steve Sax against Cary Koscielny, which should be a really good match too. Steve's been playing right around that 4 range for a long time, just very strong top level player. And Gary, I know, has been studying hard for a few years now. He keeps getting a lot better and a sharp player too. So that should be a great match. Yeah.
Yeah, it should be. Okay.
Cool. Thanks, everybody.
All right.
We'll see you later.
See you later. Okay. Bye.
Hello again. While the players are on a short break, Let me please take this opportunity to remind you that the California State Championship will be December 2 through 5 at the Los Angeles Hilton, where the room rates will be $99. We also start the tournament with a golf tournament on Wednesday, December 1st. You may make your plane reservations now. And I look forward to seeing you in December. For now, please enjoy the streaming. The players should be back shortly. Bye-bye.
Hello, viewers. This is Frank Frigo. We are here for the Masters final of the 2021 LA Open. I'm going to be joined by Kimon Papachristopolis, who was generous enough to join us live from Germany, where it's approaching 4 o'clock in the morning, but he's had a lot of coffee and we're ready to go. So this is the finals. It was a 16-player field. It's going to be a match to 11 points, and it is Gary Koscielny against Steve Sax. Steve has been around a long time, but I don't know too much about Gary, but he is an actuary by profession, which certainly has to be a good profession that fits well with backgammon. And I know that Gary is very active in the online tournaments. He's had some good finishes in some Masters and Jackpot events. So I think this should be a really interesting match. And on the other side of the table is Steve Sax. Kimon, tell us a little bit about Steve.
Yes, Steve should be known to every spectator. He's a world famous top player, normally playing very low PR. He has been elected to the 22 Backgammon Giants. This is a ranking of the list of the world's best players. They are elected by top players and tournament organizers. And he was elected to this list for 9 consecutive times. And his best position was number 6 in the world. He won ABT Player of the Year in 2002. He has won 14 Masters, 6 ABT and 2 Viator Cups. He's a backgammon grandmaster, and he was elected to the Backgammon Hall of Fame in 2019. He's highly sought after backgammon coach and gives private lessons to beginners, intermediates, and fellow championships. So I'm sure we will see have an exciting match, and we will see some very high class backgammon.
Yeah, thank you for that. And it looks like they're underway. So yes, we would expect Steve to probably be a bit of a favorite in this match, not surprisingly, based on that introduction, but it should be an exciting match, and it's backgammon, obviously, where anything can happen. So the match is underway, and there has not been any cube action yet. We see Steve on the bottom of the screen there doing a little bit of thinking, and there's the first cube action.
This was a quick decision, but still I think it was clear take.
It does look like a clear take indeed. And you can see here, even after the hit with the 3, that there's still a lot of play left in this game for Gary. But there was some volatility there, and this could go south very quickly.
Okay. 3-1. He should not enter on the 24 points, so he should find the ace somewhere. Oh no, this is too defensive.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Now, Steve can really spread the checkers out here. He does not want to slot the bar in this situation. He'll probably play 13 to 12 after the hit, I'm guessing.
No,
or he can just make the bar. Yeah, or he can just make the bar, but
no, he's going for the gammons with this play.
Yeah.
It's not that easy because the bar is like a certain win. Yeah. That looks like a certain win, and you still win plenty of gammon, so this is better.
Yeah, it's better long-term structure there.
Yeah. No need to run out.
Kimon, do you have the pip count on your screen?
Do I have, pardon?
The live pip count, do you see it?
I can see, no, I don't see the pip count.
I don't either. I was wondering if.
Options.
No.
Ah, thank you. Yes, here we go.
Sorry, I did not see it. Okay, so Steve appears to be off to a very good start. and it's obviously a very gammonish game that's brewing here. I'm not sure I would have left the 21 there, but this is bad.
This was very bad luck for Gary. So now
Kimon, what would you estimate the Steve's gammon chances are here?
pardon? Say it again.
What would you estimate Steve's gammon chances in this position?
I think it's around 50%, I guess.
It seems
Do you know it
reasonable.
by chance?
I don't know.
Reasonable? But somehow, do you have the? I can hear the videos
Michael,
streaming.
can you turn off your sound, please? See.
I think I did that yesterday. Let me check again.
All right, I have not been on Grid Gammon for some time. So do I go under action, play, window? I don't see options on my screen. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't have, I must have a different version of Grid Gammon. I'm sorry. I have action, play, window, view.
Steve is still playing for the gammon, so he wants to keep as much contact as possible and maybe cover the ace.
All right. Is that better now? By the way, I think I got those sounds off.
Yes, now there's no echo.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
5 and 4, standard
so-
opening, hit and down.
Yep.
Double 3, nice shot. He should make the 5 point and come down.
I think. Yep.
5 and 3. Yes. No hit.
Gary is taking his time here, but this would certainly be too early to thinking about anything other than maybe getting
Certainly no cube here. Now he could either run out or make the 3 point, or maybe play 10-5, 13 or 13. Yeah, he makes the 3 point.
Steve hits.
Maybe it's not too bad.
They're playing at a pretty good clip so far.
Yeah. Yes, I would not hit on the ace point too. I think this is too weak, and the 8 point is valuable.
Yeah, the problem with that play is he just doesn't have enough follow-up ammo when it is
No follow-up.
Yeah,
Not enough checkers in the zone.
correct. So
now with the 3.
3. I would do what he did.
Yes, because he's up in the race, and a conservative play is fine. There are not too many threats on Gary's side of the board because he has a lack of checkers.
Again, Gary's got a lot of work to do here. It was unfortunate for Steve to fan, but there's a lot of work left. This should be a pretty straightforward take.
This is take. I think so too, because Steve will have several attempts to enter or to hit.
Yeah, this game can turn around very, very quickly.
And 6-5.
So he's 6-5 to duplicate the 3, and it's nice for the diversification, obviously. And Steve can get back in this game very, very quickly.
Oh, that was a nice shot. And he plays safe and establishes the prime.
Yeah, this is going to be painful for Gary here. He's going to have to give up the midpoint and expose 2 blots.
And Steve will have to think about cubing. I think it's not too good.
I'm sure Gary is taking a moment here to consider the banana split, but that seems very, very rich.
Maybe this is better. Maybe I like this better. Still, Steve will think sometime about the recube because it's a kind of crunch person. Kind of. He's not crunchy, so he didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is Steve still is trailing significantly.
And he's on the bar. And his board is still weaker.
Now it's going to start getting more interesting.
Yes. It is because he has 3 checkers. If pass.
Right.
I think this was a quick pass. He was up in the race, so maybe it was a good take.
Yeah, he needed to think about that just a little longer.
I would take that probably.
I think Steve just plays 13-9 here and does not come up and get into any kind of...
So nothing wrong about the 5 points here. Yeah.
So this is going to be a split. I think it needs to be.
Yes.
And Steve's got a lot of ammo. That's interesting.
6 and 4.
It's probably going to make the 2 point, I think.
Or hit and come up to the 20 point. I think this.
That's another play. Yeah.
This would be
probably
more constructive.
Yeah. I didn't see that right away, actually.
Happens to me too. So this looks like the bar, making the bar point, not the 2 point.
Bad roll there.
Yes, yeah. So he has to hit.
Yeah.
No double. And he's considering the hit, and he does it. Okay.
Yeah.
This is very quick. These guys are playing very quick.
They are playing very
quick for me at this time.
Yeah.
Of the day.
And they don't have a clock.
And they don't even have to. Now, I would not double this one.
I mean, he might be
with only 2 points on his side of the board. It's too weak, I think.
I agree. He may be considering the score and thinking he's got to be a little more aggressive here, but it's too early for that. I think
too early for that. Yes.
Steve has probably already decided he would take this.
I mean, Steve has no midpoint, but still this does not justify cube, I think, and he didn't cube. That was right.
Huh?
Something strange happened, huh? I could not. Could you follow?
I had a hard time following what just occurred. Okay. 5-0.
Was maybe kind of bug in the software.
Nice roll for Gary. He's going to come down to the 9 point.
3-4, split and down. This is a reasonable cube and clear take.
Yeah.
I think it's good cube because he has a lot of pressure on the blots of Steve. And if Steve fails, he's liable to a gammon, and with the anchor, good strong cube. Oh, fan.
All right.
Now the 6 has to come out. Yes.
Yeah. And he gets missed.
It brings best improvement in case it works. Yeah.
Very nice.
And now we see. Three and 2. Just play safe.
Yeah, he'll just clean up. Yeah.
Point.
All right, so Steve probably makes the 2 point here. Yeah.
Nothing better. Six and 5. He could run to the 16 point, take the opportunity, but he's not up in the race, so he does not. This was.
Well, I think his other consideration too is
It is too quick for me, I must say.
yeah, they're playing really fast.
And 5-1, 6-3, down, correct.
Yeah, seems right with the lead in the race.
Okay, Steve is after this roll 12.86. So this is even race.
Yeah, now it's like almost dead even.
Maybe he should stay a bit there for contact, but another double 3. Help.
Oh, this
Wow.
probably will end the game.
Big shot.
It will definitely end the game, I think.
This is double test now.
All right, 7-0 Steve. So he's, if against an equal opponent, he's about 85% here.
Yeah. Now it's interesting. Although he's so much up, he still can consider cubes, because if he wins the gammon, he wins the match.
Right.
And this.
Yeah, he has to be careful of like the very volatile situations where there can be a reship and still some gammon potential for Gary. So,
of course, a recube is very powerful for Gary.
Another nice
shot.
Yeah, wow. Oh.
But this was proper answer on aces. He hits back.
Yeah.
Maybe I would have played down the 4. But okay, this is Steve's very good. The midpoint is very important here because he has 3 checkers back. 6 and 3 for.
A little awkward for
Steve. He could hit, yeah, because when in doubt, hit. And he has a good and stronger board. Now he can continue his attack if he hits.
Yeah, keep all the builders in range of the 2 point. This looks right.
And sure, he will hit again.
Mm.
Yeah,
I mean,
probably.
Gary's
Well,
got to
I
hit.
would not hit this one because
No?
this is awkward.
What would you do? Duplicate the 5?
Either duplicate the 5 or
I don't know. I kind of lean
or
towards
hit on the two on the deuce point.
yeah, maybe. So let's see here.
Yeah.
Steve's trying to stay flexible for the exit. This is a good response.
Maybe he should consider going to the 18 point and giving up the anchor at this time. Yeah. Because he still has 4 checkers now in Gary's home board. And he can do some blocking work on those.
Now, Gary's got some things to think about here, because if he makes the bar and Steve doesn't escape, that prime can be pretty fragile, but it can be
He
pretty
should make the bar. I mean, the attacking game has no, is a bad idea because.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what his awkward numbers are off the bar that would force him to crack anything.
Yes.
The bar creates quite a few.
You're right. He should have made the bar. Because the attacking play cannot succeed due to Steve's anchor on the 4 point.
Yeah. I liked leaving with the 6 there. I don't know that he had much of a choice.
Yes, if you don't leave, you give up the outfield control if Steve would play out. 1-5. Now let's see what's going to happen. 4-1, he should probably, no, I'm not sure about that.
That is, Steve's taking on account of having that anchor and the race, but he could still get in a lot of trouble here, obviously, with and he's going to hit him loose.
Yeah, but you cannot pass cube like that.
No. And he's still got a checker to get out, which is not trivial.
And you need to be kind of desperate in order to give it, if you give it against a 5-point board.
Yeah.
And a 4-point anchor. But when you're down 7-0, you are desperate. So it could be good cube. Because it's gammonish.
Steve hits back here off the bar. This could be a very quick match.
Yes. And this is why I think it was take.
Oh.
1 and 4. This was big joker.
Oh. Look at, yeah, but he followed up with the opposite.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nothing else to play. Four and 2.
Yeah, that'll
hit.
That'll hit.
That's easy.
Oh, another fan.
Fan. 6 and 5. He should come out from the 24 points. No need to
Yes.
Think about further builder.
Oh, yeah, I guess
I would not even play that, I think.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now the ace is 4-3 and 18-13. He should not play defense. I think in positions like this, I would not be too afraid of getting gammoned and hiding my checkers. You have to play. I think this was.
He's still can't. Now he's gonna. Yeah.
He should, because he needs to point on the plot on the 6 point as well.
I don't know that he has to hit there with the 6, does he?
I think so.
Where he covered, he could have.
I mean, he wins more. Oh wow, he wins more gammons, and it's safer to have Cary on the bar than having him.
Yeah, but it was the third checker on the bar. I don't know.
Yeah, but if he rolls 1-6, then Gary has an anchor, and still Steve had still a lot of work to do, running around with 2 checkers from the 21 point.
Yeah.
Takes some time. So you better stop him from anchoring and bringing in this last checker then. And you will have to run against 3 checkers. 6 and 4-4. Yeah. He must play a bit prudent now, because if he gets hit, might be the last move of his match. Correct.
This is obviously a play
Yeah.
on a little bit.
He's playing for the game, but it will probably be a single game. We could remind our spectators to click on the like button, and to subscribe to the YouTube channel of USBGF.
Yes, we want to thank the USBGF for making the stream possible. This is great backgammon entertainment. And if you're not a member, please become a member of the USBGF.
I like the USBGF. They are doing a good work and they take care of beginners as well. And they're doing the online match and the streaming, which is very good if you follow this to improve your game. 6, 5 and 2.
So this is the culmination, I guess, of the 2021 LA Open. And, from here forth, hopefully we're having live tournaments. We'll still be seeing streaming, but it'll be nice to get back to the normal world of backgammon again, sitting across the board and socializing.
So 5 and 2 to play. He brings everything to safety. He could have hit twice as well. Double 3 is 2 points. Now Steve has a strong position. But of course, no cube. 9-0 is the score. So Steve can hardly cube now.
Yes, he would love to be able to take this match out on an undoubled gammon. That's the ideal
An
situation.
undoubled gammon, or he could double when it comes to race,
Yes.
or to holding position.
Yes.
When he's a strong racing lead.
Correct. He still gets a decent amount of value out of an initial cube here. I mean, he's got to be careful.
Now, I think he should play safe, not leave any shots. Because,
yeah,
maybe good.
He's all
I
about
didn't see that.
4 points, so
now he has best pressure on the on his 4 point, and it paid off. He made it. 2-5. Now this is what Steve was looking for, and yeah,
absolutely.
This one, second checker, best now. Oh, 5 was not good for Cary, and this was very strong that he could hit. Now this is tricky. Maybe not.
I would just play this out, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's less gammons maybe like that. Tricky. So, and 17. No, I would play 18-12. Because then
now here I would play to the midpoint just to get a little more cover. Oh, this is okay,
yes.
Right? This is nice for the double sixes, although they do cover. Nope. And then there's that.
Oh, wow. No, yeah, I would do so too.
It still has gammon potential.
Very strong gammon potential.
Yeah, getting stronger by the moment.
Double four.
Aye. Yep. If he picks up that third checker.
He did it.
Well, fans of backgammon, this might turn out to be a pretty fast match. Steve's making the more aggressive gammon play, which is probably right there, but it risks this type of thing.
Now let's see. Oh, he fanned again.
Yeah.
He rolled very poor, Cary.
He did.
And Steve, in addition to playing excellent backgammon, he rolled very strong. So
It's not
if
a
it
good
comes
combination.
together, nobody can win against Steve. And what happens is the results that we see.
Yeah. Gary probably could have gotten 2 crossovers there. I mean, it's maybe trivial, but. Well.
Oops. Maybe we see another game. Yes.
We spoke too soon. All right.
Standard opening makes a 3-point. 5-2 makes the 11-point and find the 5. That's what he did. 3-2. I would split. Don't play it safe.
Yeah.
Try to improve your position. Yes, and 2 down.
Yeah. So Gary, you know, it's easy sometimes when you're this far down in a match to think about you just have to play hyper aggressive.
Yeah, but this is in any situation I would play like that.
Yeah, no, I hear you. You know, he at this Crawford, I mean, Gary doesn't really benefit.
Oh no, what, I would not play like that. Makes a 5-point and hit. Well, why did you play like that?
Still moving at a very quick pace here.
Correct. 5-1.
He's thinking about double hitting, but yeah, that doesn't feel like the right idea, but
not too bad because Steve's distribution is so perfect. He needs to attack like the tempo moves. But double 2 was a big shot. 3-2. I would not like to get stuck on a 2-point like that.
This is an interesting decision for Steve. He can make the 9 and the bar or the 5-point. He's thinking about both.
Yeah.
I don't know. What would you do, Kimon? What do you think here? What would be your over the board play?
I guess I like the 5-point.
I think so too, just for long term.
But it may be wrong because the other play blocks him better, you know.
No.
And Steve likes the 5-point. Boxes.
Yeah.
Nice roll. 5 and 3, 3-point.
Wow. Yep, that's pretty good.
Now he should think about making the 20-point. Normally you are happy for as much contact as possible, but here he puts pressure on the 11-point.
Yeah, exactly. So Cary really just needs to walk this game home as safely as possible. He's got a huge race lead, but he's got something a little awkward here, right?
But I think he should play. He could consider hitting, but if he gets hit back and he enters, he will have to, because he's completely stripped. This is very bad too.
I totally agree with this
He
play.
will have to leave a shot, but now he gets hit by 9 and 10, right? No, by 8 and 9.
8 and 9, yeah.
Many shots.
Yeah.
4. Now double 3. This was good roll. Oh no, yeah. White. Defend.
It's hard for me to tell what was going on there, but he ended up hitting with that 6-3 from the midpoint.
And 3.
Oh, that'll help.
He could, yeah. He could even consider hitting 2 checkers, but he did not think about it. But this was probably a good play. 3 and 2.
Yeah.
What? Yes, he has to hit. Of course, he has to.
This is interesting.
6 and 3. Cannot cover. And he could hit twice.
He could have, I mean, he had some different choices there that were interesting. He could have lifted, he could have hit the second checker, or he could make the play he made.
Five and 3, running the other fourth. Just play safe. 5-2. Now here's a question. Yeah, this is maybe good. 3-1. Could have played 5-4 instead. Cary should play safe. There is no gammon in this. No reason to take chances.
Exactly. Steve's preserving a 6.
Yes.
Yeah. Cary doesn't need to point there. It's awkward when Steve fans and he'd be able to retain his board. Steve's probably going to get squeezed out anyways here shortly. But
that's a shot.
Yeah.
I would take 2 off.
I would as well. All right, looks like we're going to see another game.
So score is 10-1. And
yep, Steve had the free drop, but after he made the bar point, he decided to.
He was favorite, so he took, yeah.
Yeah.
6 and 4 and 6 down. I think better to play 6 down, have a spare on the bar point. Three, 1, 6 and 5 for Cary. So he could either hit on the 8th point or better make. Oh,
yeah.
Maybe makes a bar point. He did not. Double 2. Of course, he's playing for the gammon.
Yeah. So
this makes kind of sense here.
Yeah.
And
wow.
He seems to succeed this time. Very good.
Yeah, Gary should get the third builder in order.
Nice plate. Oh.
So Gary's got a 4-3. Yeah.
Not much to comment about. Aces, he should switch and bring an additional builder. Yes,
Leaves him a funny double 6, but so be it.
so be it, right?
One thing XG has taught us in these blitz gammonish situations is you obviously want to be aware of the joker that can turn the game around, but not, overly conscious of it where it inhibits you.
Not at any cost. And here, Steve's board is still not developed yet. So even if he gets hit, he's not lost at all. He still is in the game.
Okay, well, the match is going to get more interesting, it appears. We're going to get to 11-5. So just when we were getting ready to sign off, who knew?
Yes.
Sort of like the French Open.
Five and 3 point.
Okay. Steve
Take because he's favorite. Maybe down because he's going for the gammon. So Gary still has to go for the gammonish place.
So
6-1.
What does Steve do here? He's considering a double hit. He's considering.
Yeah, but double hit would be, I think, very wrong.
I would make the bar, I think.
No.
No?
I would not.
What would you do?
No, I would not. I would not double hit. So I think double hit is no good. Oh, maybe like this. I think I like this play too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I think I'd make the bar. There's a little bit of duplication of sixes that play to the bar and the 5 point.
I think I like this play. Or 13-6.
13-6 is another option that I hadn't really considered. Obviously, it's very passive, but
I really dislike this because even if you not get hit, you have the liability on the 24 point. You have not enough checkers to follow up the blitz.
Yeah. This would be an interesting one to look at later on. It's certainly the longest Steve has taken to make a decision in the entire match.
Yes. 4 and 2. I would hit.
I would not do this.
It's nice to have a point, but since he slotted, he made the major split, he should try to put him back where he belongs from his point of view. And he improved his position now. Yes. Five. Oh, now the 6 is tricky.
Probably plays to the bar.
Maybe down, yes. I would play 13-18.
Yeah, I like his play there.
No, I don't like it.
No?
No, because he's very much down in the race. And this gives too much chances for Steve to double hit. And from his point of view, if he brings down a checker to his bar point, he has more material to attack because that's what he wants. Coming to the 18 point, to the opponent's bar point is a running game. But if you're so much down and there is no threats over there, no, I think it was not good. 4 and 2 for white. Hitting twice is an option, but with many blots, but many blots on the other side too. So maybe hitting twice is not too bad. Yeah. And keep on hitting.
Okay.
Point. 5 and 4 should be 4 point or bar point better. Only single shot. Bar point is much better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Only single shot and less blobs.
Yep. Now, I don't know that he had to tidy up on the 8 point. Gary had to tidy up on the 8 point there with the double anchor game, not caring about gammon. Steve had a blot in his board. He could have probably played a little more aggressively.
Yeah, now he slots the 4 point. No, don't do that. With a double anchor in the opponent's board, you must play pure backgammon.
Yes.
And this was as unpure as could be.
I don't know about that. I wouldn't make that play that he just made with the 6-5. I would have just played 2 down, I think.
Six and 2. Now he must take chances in order to make the 4 point and the 3 point. No cautious play, just try to block Steve's last checker.
Did you see that 6-5 where he played the 2 out? What did you think about that?
I don't remember. Sorry.
Okay, he left the anchor and played 2 out for more outfield coverage, but his focus was really on making the 4 and the 3 point. He could have brought 2 extra builders down. It was an interesting decision.
Yeah, this would be better. Well, you mean
Gary's play when he left the anchor and played out to the 15 and 14.
No, he shouldn't leave the 20. This was a big mistake.
Yeah, I thought so too. He did it kind of quickly.
Giving up the 20 point, you mean?
Yeah.
He should not do that. Because he's so much down in the race and we see the result.
Yeah.
And if you give up the 20 point, you are liable that the opponent makes it and blocks you. 6 and 5 now is bad roll.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. Should he go for the 2 point game? Running out, he could make the 12 point. Maybe he just should. Well, no, he cannot make the 12 point. What was the initial position? That's too quick. 1, 2, 3.
Could have made the 12 point. Yeah. But that sort of puts it. I don't know. He's so far down.
Yeah. So he plays the 1 point, the 2 point back game.
Exactly. This is
5 and 3, make some points and
right.
hope for
this is
hope for an bear of accident. Six and 2. Three and 2. Here he should. Yeah, this is
feels right.
safest play. If the opponent has the ace point, you should not strip the 2 rear checkers because you're liable to double shots. 5 and 1.
Oh, it's not over yet.
Oh, anything goes in backgammon. Yeah, 2 off maybe is best play, but he didn't hit.
Very safe here.
Yes, and 4-3.
Yeah, why did he do that?
I don't know.
That might have been an accidental click. I don't know.
Oh, did you see what Gary did? He saved the 6. I don't think if this is right. Now, if he hits,
yeah,
how will he win with the open 6 point? He should play in.
Well, Steve took the extra checker off last time. He should certainly do
keep his board closed. 5 and 3. Take off better.
Yeah, I mean, why? Yeah. Especially with that 6 point over. It's like, well,
5 and 2. It has to be like that in a final. 5 and. Oh, now but this is probably too late.
Now it's okay. It's probably too late. It's definitely too late. All right. Looks like is our congratulations in order now? I think now that
Yes.
not official.
Congratulations
Now
to-
it's official. Okay, so congratulations to Steve. Well done, Gary.
for winning.
Pretty quick final. Again, don't forget to click the like button. Please join USBGF if you haven't already, so we can continue to get this great content online. And thank you, Kimon. It was nice, nice seeing you.
Thank you, Frank, and thanks to the US Backgammon Federation for making the stream possible.
And also thank you to the directors of the LA Open. Candace, another wonderful job putting on a great tournament, and looking forward to, now that I'm living in California, I hope to join the next one live.
And of course, thanks to all the viewers for tuning in.